started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember? Somebody just walked over your grave.
Yo. He's called Prosperity 2. Gang. What up? Yo, hope all is well. Hope everybody's having a beautiful Thursday today, the day after hump day. Like my man said, it is Friday Eve. Big salute to the man inside the room. What up, G?
Oh. What up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Having some technical difficulties. Already coming in, struggle streaming. You know how I do.
For sure.
Might have to switch my browser.
I'm gonna finish up the intro.
For sure. I'm gonna drop out, come back in.
Easy day.
All right.
As you can see, we are being joined tonight by Big Full Fun. Kicking it tonight, we're gonna talk about the topic that we all have to talk about. Because as much as we want to run, we can't. As much as we want to hide, we can't hide. Sweet, sweet tender dot. That's what I'm saying. We have Sophia in the building again. What's up, beautiful? Hope all is well with you out there. We get down all the generals. I see y'all in the town square. Y'all know what to do when you're up in here with all this cleaning, all this beer. Ladies, kick up your feet, have some wine, and relax your hair. General, Cuzzo is in town square also. What up? But we'll let the man of the hour, wrestle with his computer over there. God. Man, I'm bugged. Gotta do a quick edit at the same time. Y'all know what to do, man. This is FDNHT Trin. He and I is him. Slim, trim, and I am built to win. I am Granny's baby. Moro uno flaco fuerte. Humble host. That will never, ever. There we go. I will never, ever do the least. I would also never, ever try to overdo. Peace, calm, prosperity to everybody. Sliding in the square tonight. I know we have a special guest. Well known around these parts right here. Cool fella. Who speaks truth. Speaks wisdom. Always a pleasure to listen. I always have a good time when I go over there by Bro Talk. Because indeed it's overdue, to be honest. It's a pleasure to have my man, my broski, my internet brother, my YouTubian gangster, veteran, Big Pope for joining us tonight. To be here soon as we figure out these issues going on with the computer. Goss, what up, bro? Oh damn, why'd I just drop that? So many things on. I just pretty much got home a little bit ago. In the meantime, that's crazy. Grab that. Drop that in there. Guess we all struggle streaming. Yo. Everything else on except for the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. For sure.
I bet.
For sure.
I know I'm gonna look like a bad kung fu flick. Like my I don't know. StreamYard hates my setup, bro. It hates my setup. I struggle.
Did you kill my master?
Yeah, for real.
Like, damn, when they dubbed that shit used to be crazy. Because you know what? That shit never stopped you from watching it at all.
At all, bro.
That shit didn't stop nothing, dog. We knew exactly what we was getting into. Locked in all the way.
Hopefully we got this conversation cooking. So apologize ahead of time to you and everybody in the chat. But my salute will come up in right about 7 seconds delay. It's crazy. I might have to just kill the mic and go with the avatar. I mean, kill the camera.
That'd be crazy, bro, if that's what's happening.
StreamYard, and this is why I don't use it. I know
StreamYard,
Messi, a lot of other people use it and complain about it. I did it like once or twice, and it never fucked with me. So I went back to I started using this other platform called Ecamm, but I think you can only get Ecamm. What is it? ECAMM. But I think you can only use it if you got a Mac. I think it's only set up for Mac. So that's what I use. Like I got it up. That might be the problem because I'm having to have Ecamm open like I was streaming in order for my camera to connect with StreamYard. But I got the soundboard. I think.
For sure. That makes sense.
Yeah, somewhat. Nope. See, you can't even hear the soundboard. No love. Nah, no love tonight. Oh, there we go.
Even Red was having issues last night.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is, man. I don't know.
StreamYard, though. StreamYard be on bullshit.
Yeah, I think Miss started splitting up the lives though. You could do like a vertical, like you're on the phone, and do this one too. So
I'm trying to do it right now. I'm trying to see if it works.
Look, building the plane as we fly. We're gonna do what we do. We'll figure it out.
Curly. What's up, girlie? Dog. Just before we get crazy, I'm about to play a joint real quick.
I bet.
This is one of the realest, most funniest, just raw shit, real deal, no bullshit, ever. Shout out to the great Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace, Big G.
I'm irrelevant. How old are you, bro? 35. 5 years. You know, how you feeling? You feeling all right? You feel like these young guys are, you know, you're a football fan? All your whole life? You notice how football's whack now? Things are changing. It seems like, look, this may be old thinking, okay? Now, when I came up, you a football fan? No? That's like, he's not. Like, what dude? Like, that shocked me. Like, dudes are football fans. Oh, I don't just live about it. Like, football, it's not like the game. When I came up, dude, football was it was gladiated. It was angry. It was angry. It was just like when we hit somebody. When I played, if you hit somebody and he didn't get up, like we didn't hold hands with the other team and pray, like hold hands and everyone prays for him to get up. We used to do a Indian, like sell a hump dance circle around, like and be like, and our crowd's like, he's paralyzed. That's right. We be looking for his mother crying, be like, that's right, lady. That's what you get for letting him out here with killers. He can't even wiggle his toes. Take his socks. Take his socks. We would tie his socks around our helmet for the next week. Like the next team, they knew, oh, that's the team that be tying paralyzed niggas' socks around their helmets to scare them next week. And then it ain't like we were thinking about harming somebody. It's just that's what we did, right? Oh, look at this guy. Look at this fucking crew right here. You guys are hilarious. You okay, guys? All right.
Shout out to Patrice O'Neal, bro. Rest in peace, man. The greatest to ever touch the stage. From my time, at least. From my time, greatest ever. Sparkle. What's up, girl? Hope all is well. I grew up with a couple of girls named Sparkle. That's the crazy. Back home. Hope all is well. You know how we do. Yeah, for sure. Patrice was numero uno, dog. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, numero uno. Yeah, it looked like the homie started having some complications. Whatever the internet, but easy day either way. He ain't no stranger over here. So, you know, check this out. Check it out. Check it out. Yo.
Told you, bro. Me and StreamYard got heavy beef, dog. We got heavy beef.
We all do. You might, I don't know, if you want to kill a cam and run the soundboard.
Let me see.
From time to time. Because your sound's coming through perfect.
Oh, cool. Then look, I'm just gonna rock with the avatar. We'll cook like that.
Cool. My sound good for you?
Oh yeah. Crystal clear, camera good. Y'all gotta tell me how y'all set up StreamYard. This shit does not like me, bro. I said StreamYard does not like me. I got the camera like plugged directly into the computer, so it shouldn't be any lagging or anything. Right. No love.
Still issue.
No love.
StreamYard be tweaking, bro. StreamYard be tweaking for it. Like, we've been on the ass about this shit, bro. It's like once you get so savvy with something, you kind of like fight through and fight to deal because you kind of savvy with it. Instead of opening up a whole new can of worms. You know what I mean?
For real.
That's kind of where the relationship with me and
we're gonna get this thing done tonight. Oh, you set it up. Yeah. I see the virtual bet.
Oh, you see it? Yeah, I'm trying out. I'm trying out to see how it works or whatever. But I think if I launch this one too, like when I launched it from Share, if I launched it on IG, I think that'll also like click into. But I'll try it next time or whatever. This is my first time trying it. So
Yeah, see what the views look like on that side. I know Take Heed had started using the virtual and she stuck with it because her views jumped and her subscribers jumped too. So
yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it. My next video tomorrow, I'm gonna fuck with it and drop it on YouTube at the same time. Cause you know
yeah,
YouTube, IG is vertical naturally,
yeah,
and then YouTube vertical. You can YouTube on vertical too. So I'm gonna drop it in both of them and see what happens and check the numbers on it.
cool.
What's good, bro?
Man, chilling, bro. I mean, the government shut down over with. I got to go back to work tomorrow. So no complaints, no complaints. Good thing, bad thing, ebbs and flows. I'll take it all. Just want that back pay. Want my back pay check. That's what I need.
Yep. Flooded, dog. Flooded. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a couple. That's gonna be a nice couple joints.
oh yeah, I'm good. What's up that way out there in Cali?
Shit smooth, dog. Shit smooth.
It was like 517 out there.
Dog, that shit. Like the other day was like 5.7. That was 2 weeks ago, I think. Shit, wow. Shit, wild as hell in the West, bro. What's up, Red? We just talking about how stream y'all been tripping.
Peace to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. As I struggle stream, took up the first 15-20 minutes of the live stream, but shit, I'm ready to cook, bro. I'm good out this way, man. I ain't got no complaints. I'm on the right side of the dirt.
That's what it is, G, for real. I'm out here motherfucking vertical, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Ready to roll?
Oh yeah, we can get it cracking. Ready for whatever you got.
Quick speedy, and we cooking. But the future is female.
What you got for me?
Why is this even a concept or a thought? I know it sounds hip and cool, but that's the thing about mantras, right? Mantras tend to engage into your life and engage into your brain, engage into your behavior, right? Why is there so much hatred towards men? And is this the nature or this is the nurture of women?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think they're trying to overdo for what the past was, for what old history was, and it was an overcorrection. Like we always hear everybody want to go way back to slavery times and medieval times and how women were sold for property or whatnot or married off. Am I coming through good? I heard some static.
No, you good. You clear.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I think then it became an overcorrection. And then you add in feminism, LGBT, the government making their chess moves was splitting up the family. I think it was directed toward, the black community, and then it spilled over to everybody else with the family court and all like that. So they became a political thing. Then of course a money thing. You got people not living together, but both of them paying taxes. So I mean, it's multi-layered. But we keep saying the future is female. We've been saying that for a while now, and now we see what that's gotten us. A lot of weak men, a lot of soft boys. We can go on and on for days about this, bro. For days. And it's like, do we like the results we got? Because it's stuff that was said back in the day. Men were like, we don't need to be doing this. You're gonna make these boys soft, X, Y, and Z. I think about my grandfathers and look up 20, 30 years later, they was 100% right. What's crazy? You know what's crazy? Looking 20, 30 years down the road, it seems so far away. But after those 20, 30 years passed, it seemed like just yesterday the stuff was being said. And now we got caught with our pants down, so to speak.
I agree. I agree with that statement, especially when you talk about back in the G. I remember my dad having a conversation with my mother about this shit. I remember my dad specifically having a conversation with my mother about this shit. You don't make that boy soft, rah, 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 and all this other shit. I remember those words specifically. So when you brought up your grandfather and them saying it, I know, show. I heard them.
And then there's the nurture part too, where you know the mother wants to protect her cubs or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they. I was gonna say I don't think they differentiate, but then the more I think about it, they be on the girls' ass, bro. Mm-hmm. They be on the girls' asses, but right. The boys they overprotect them and then expect him to turn into this Superman on his 18th birthday. This is why you see so many athletes like, man, as soon as I, you know, make it to the league, I'm gonna buy mama a house. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do everything. Circle back to mama. And, you know, we've had this discussion before. It's a lot of people that's using their kids as their retirement plans, especially the moms.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we're here and everybody want to act like we're crazy and pretend like they don't see it because now the political part got a hold of it. We see what the Dems are doing.
Yeah, but not too though. Now you have to acknowledge it, right? You have to acknowledge that when you should have shut the fuck up and listen, you chose not. When a man was telling you from the man perspective, from a man experience, from a man living his life, you hear me?
Yeah.
All you have to do is shut the fuck up and listen and take some advice. Like, I'm gonna give you advice that'll be negative. You see how twisted it is kind of inside of it?
Yeah.
Why would I tell you something that'll jeopardize my own child?
Not only my child, let me be selfish for a second. As a man, if I tell you something or we need to go this way and you do the opposite and things go topsy-turvy and get fucked up, who's supposed to swoop in and save you?
Exactly.
Now we got to swoop in and save them from themselves. And then if we don't do that, then you're not a real man. I'd say that on one of my lives, bro. Like, it's crazy. Everybody can recognize what a man is supposed to do when everybody want to hold him accountable. But out the gate, you can't shut the fuck up and do what you told based off that being a man.
Right. Be a man when I tell you to be a man and when I want you to be a man. But other than that, you subservient to me.
And do it the way I want you to be a man.
And you better smile about it. Real talk. It's wild out here. Let's check out this little intro video right here. I loaded up.
All right.
By accident, I've become one of those people. It often hasn't felt like a choice because it feels so necessary. How could I watch on and do nothing when every minute of every day in the UK, the police receive a phone call about domestic violence, in which 89% of the victims are women being abused by a man? This summer, this need was confirmed. We saw Kyle Clifford charged with the murders of Carol, Hannah, and Louise Hunt. We saw the media call him a nice guy, focus more on Carol's husband than her. They tried to say that crossbows were the problem, not male violence. I felt sick as I followed the case of Giselle Pellicott, who is currently fighting not only her assailants, but the system. She was routinely drugged unconscious by her husband and raped by more than 50 men, some of whom she knew. I cried when I read about the murder of Rebecca Cheptegei, who was set alight by an ex-partner in front of her child. She just returned from the Olympics. I've covered these 3 cases, and ones like them, for places like Glamour, Marie Claire, Stylist, Grazia, Women's Health, and many more. I've become a go-to feminist voice in British media, appearing on Women's Hour, Radio 1, 5 Live, and others.
When we say men and women, we comprehend that we're talking about the majority, right? Not every single individual they got cans and yams and box. But we're talking about the majority of behavior. Why is this a framework of thought that all men are bad?
Because it works. It works. It goes to what we were just talking about. The political side, the financial side. It's easy to make a blanket statement about men. Because the guys that do these atrocities, we'll call them,
Right.
they're when they take it that far, it's so egregious, it's so disgusting. Everybody just galvanized, shocked, and you know, have to beat it into the ground. Well, look at this, look at this. We always give those examples. And it's easy to hone in and focus on something that was actually done versus the guy that went home to his wife that day happily. No, but it's you know, it's the same thing with media, YouTube, social media, printed media. It always, if it bleeds, it leads.
Absolutely.
And we've broken down these numbers. As many, let's say 100,000 grapes happen.
Mhm.
What percentage of that makes up the totality of women that have never experienced that?
Right.
But people don't look at that. We just hear 100,000, which is a lot, which is way too many. One is too many, in my opinion.
One is way exact.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
we can recognize that, but even in recognition, we're trying to say, well, hey, that's not nowhere near the majority of men, and the numbers don't even reflect that.
Correct.
But flip the coin over, and we say, hey, more women have children than men, and men have to deal with single motherhood. Then they won't take us all out to the woodshed, as we say in the country. Like, you know what I'm saying? They won't throw a rope around your neck. It's like, it's not all women. But you get to make blanket statements about men all day.
Right. It's that crazy societal conversation double standard, right?
Yeah.
It's when you say men, they include every single one that walk around here with a pipe and a sack, right?
Yep.
But when we say woman, their first defense, we already know we're not talking about all women. We're saying the majority. This is what the majority. And you could take this from data, you could take this from experience.
Yeah.
On their end, though, their data and their experiences ain't lining up.
It has to go with the fantasy, though. The fantasy of evil men, and they like flipping the coin over again.
Mhm.
Every woman has this. Not every woman. I'm trying not to speak absolutes, but most women have this idea of this white knight, this savior. There's going to be this Superman again, come in and beat up all the bad guys, protect her and her alone from all the bad guys. And she hopes that for other women. Every woman deserves that one man that's just fucking Superman for them. They made up this fantasy dude in their head, and then they'll try to find the guy that's closest to it because they know the fantasy guy doesn't exist.
Deep subconsciously, yeah.
Yeah. They know he doesn't exist.
I agree. I think it's the worst L. Like, for real, I think it's the worst L that can be set. You willingly setting yourself up for that L. Willingly. Not unknowingly. But you have to, like, it's almost like you have to continue a bullshit narrative. And once you got on the horse, you just can't get off. So you got to keep faking it and acting and faking it and faking it until what? Until you can't fake it no more. There's things I would never comprehend. There's things about it I would never because it's not a part of me, right? So the most I can actually talk about is what I experienced. The most I can talk about is what happened in my specific life. So when it comes to these relationship dynamics, I always have the sense to have a little bit of grace and mercy and understanding that my experience is my experience. It might be, it's definitely particular to me. and whatever role I played in it. Right? So I played a role. I played a role in the outcome of all scenarios that I'm in. That I'm in. Whatever the outcome is, somehow along the way, I played a role. So I take my accountability and my responsibility out. But on the other hand, though, if you hear them talk about, oh, she spazzed out and she drove her car into his house. Well, what did he do? It's not the same response that is on the other side.
At all. A man can
You
catch
see?
a woman. A man can catch his woman in the bed with another man in their house where he's paying all the bills. He flip out. He's still wrong because even in the red pill space, even in the men-centric content space and relationship talks, well, he got emotional. He lost control of his emotions. Y'all been married 5-6 years, whatever, got 2 kids together, and you got a man in y'all marital bed, and y'all don't think this brother should flip out? I want him to keep his cool, put him out, get a passport, and get on the plane. But even me saying that is, oh, you're running away from your problems. They're going to find somehow, some way to blame that man. Well, you must have pushed her into the arms of another man.
Yeah.
So what I started doing, bro, with my content and just in my personal life, I really took a step back. Like I always say, don't just look at your romantic relationships. Look at the women in your family and how they speak about men, what their marriages and relationships look like, and then just flip the coin over. I'm gonna say that a lot tonight. I think just flip the coin over. If it was you, how would that be received? So I just started giving back the same smoke, and I think you do a good job of that too, that we're giving. You just ask the question a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that's where I think a lot of Kevin Samuels detractors, they were so surprised that he even fixed his lips to ask these women questions. Things like your dress size. Like, think about how people, the questions he asks on a consistent basis: your height, your dress size.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's your husband? Was your father in your life? Anything that when you ask a question, now it's like you're questioning that woman's choices, and they don't like that because they've been told, I'll say for the last 50 years, they're free to do whatever they want. And I don't think people really understand what the word whatever means. This is why you have women crashing out on police. We could watch Theo Coop. He'll show the police cam. These women will tell the police, you're not going to arrest me. It will try to fight 3 cops.
Yeah.
We've seen it from my channel to your channel, the Messy channel, where dudes are recording women that got caught cheating, and you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You like what they have been told that they can do whatever they want.
Not only that, too, though, there is no consequence to the action. Everybody around you, like it or don't like it, can't do nothing about it, better not say nothing about it, and better lay down next to it and fucking like it. I said, dog. That's why I always say women are never ever taught to be responsible and accountable. Hence the reason why you hear they just speak differently from us.
Yeah.
The little meme that no with the little I'm sorry meme.
Yeah.
That shit is the funniest thing to me on the planet because it's fucking real. It is real. And like I forgot who said it. I think it was Chappelle. The best comedy, the best jokes come from real shit.
Yep.
Because you laughing because you could relate to it. It has a gravitational point inside of the joke. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in good fashion and good nature, let's close this video out right here. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to I saw Love's her post in the chat. She said, I know a man right now being abused. The guilt is killing him and staying there. It was a dude, and I've seen it too in the military, but it was a dude's like 6'4". His wife is all of like 5'4".
Yep.
When I tell you this man, she was violent towards him, like throwing stuff, hitting him all the time. He had somebody pick him up from work one day and got a call at work and was like, hey man, can you take me back by the house? He forgot his military ID, which is how we log into the computer. So he needs it for work. So the guy drives him back to the house. He's like, man, they pull up to the house. He calls her, lets her know that he's outside in the car or whatever. She brings his ID card out. He cracks the window. This big hulking 6'4" dude is too afraid to get out of the car because they had an argument that morning. And he don't want to get hit on again. And it's not the fear of her hurting him physically. All it takes is a bad reaction from him, whether raising his voice, definitely raising his hand, her word against his, and his career is a wrap.
One fucking.
And it doesn't even have to be true. That's the crazy part.
That's even more egregious.
It don't even have to be true. Just the accusation alone, they're going to get the wheels to rolling. I'm just speaking from a military standpoint. And a lot of people don't know that. I've known it's other stories too, where it's just an accusation. Then it was a case.
I believe you because you do that work. You do that type of work. So you see the document and all that shit. So,
like it was a case that I personally was working on. This dude got into it with his girl. He walks out of the house. She's out there to the point where the neighbors are now coming out like, what the fuck is going on? Mm-hmm. He walks back in the house, closes the door, locks her outside. Police already on their way. They get there. He comes out when the cops there, and he has marks on him because, of course, she was putting hands on him. She has no marks. Like, I saw the police report. You know how they have the little silhouette of the human body, and they put an X or a line or, you know, where the bruises or injury was? Her part of the police report has no injuries on the silhouette. All his silhouette marks are on his face and neck. You know the police arrested him?
I absolutely believe it. I absolutely believe it. There's a video online about this dude. But what happened? Same scenario pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But what happened was what fucked her over was there was that camera. I don't know if it was their security camera or the neighbor's security camera, but it caught every fucking thing. Every fucking thing. So the dude goes to the police station and he's like, dog, the only reason I'm here is because my leadership told me to come in and make the report and put it on file or whatever the case. He said, I do not he said this like 4 times. Let it be clear, I do not want to do this. But for some, I guess the leadership knew that if he made the report, he would have ammunition at the end of the day. So he's up there making the report, and I guess when either he was almost done or he was done and was walking out, she pulls up to the police station, tripping out again. They locked their ass up. So now he has double ammunition. You know what I'm saying? So he's armed at any time. Yeah, you got to have documentation, fellas. I've seen it, bro. Crazy. And it goes back to the way I go back to our childhood. You better not hit your sister back. I don't care if she hits you first. Little girl in class takes the boy's truck. If he pushes her, takes his truck back, it's a problem. If it's vice versa, the boy takes her doll, pulls the head off the doll, like, you know, little boys do back and forth with girls, and she pushes the boy, hits the boy. Nobody says anything. Nope. You see the crazy part about this though, and I think I forgot one show we brought up something similar. Even when the brother and sister get into it, and the parents get on his ass, they get on his ass first. Yep. They don't correct the fucking initial action that created the reaction. Exactly. They address the fucking reaction from somebody being assaulted. Then turn around and be like, well, you keep your hands off him too. I'm tired of y'all fighting. You see how that scales differently? The boy catches all that smoke, and by the time the parents or the, you know, adult authority has got it off their chest, then they turn to the girl and you leave him alone too. Like, what the fuck? Like, this boy done got his soul crushed, his soul taken from him. He's in fear of. So now I'm not. This is why you have so many adult men saying you don't hit a woman under any circumstances.
I know another dude, personally know this dude. Him and his wife arguing. They just have a newborn. Baby is like 2 months old. He's holding the kid. They're arguing about whatever. They're in the kitchen. The wife picks up a butcher knife and comes at him with the knife while he's holding the baby. Hits her with a right cross, lays her out, and now he's in shock because, oh shit, I just punched my wife. He calls the police to try to explain the situation. She came in with a knife, this, that, and the third. They locked him up. So now he has a domestic battery charge. And the crazy part is the wife told the cops, yeah, I picked up the knife and came at him.
Don't matter.
I don't know if you remember a couple of, this was either last year or maybe the year before. It was this chick. Yeah, got her to see Johnny Depp, indeed. But it was this viral video where this lady standing in the door arguing with the police, and they're telling her to put the knife down, put the knife down, put the knife down. She walks back in the apartment, leaves the front door open. The cops go in.
Yes.
And the boyfriend, and then she starts pointing the knife at the boyfriend, like, no, I'm gonna cut this motherfucker. And she walks toward the dude, and they drop her ass.
Mm-hmm.
When that video first went viral, everybody was like, oh, the cops hate black people, this, that, the whole, you know, racial civil war thing conversation started again.
Yep.
And that was just because they saw her standing in the front door with the knife. I was like, no, play the whole thing. So like, let the cops drop that video quick. They let them body cam videos go like a day or two later. I guess when all the word started spreading online and went viral, they dropped, no, this is the whole fucking video. Because the video just ends. I think the original video, people play the social media game too for clicks and likes.
Clippies.
Yeah, they just show her walking back into the house, and it's like a still of her walking back into the house, and you just hear a bunch of gunshots. Yep. So it looks like they just opened fire on her outside the house, but no, they walked in. She's pointing the knife at the guy, and starts walking toward him. They lit her ass up.
Yeah.
Then that conversation went dead silent.
No, exactly. There was no, my bad, right? Look at Brick Lady.
Yeah.
Swear it down, she got dogged out in the street that day. Swear it down, somebody went and cooked her wig with a brick.
And the thing is, dude did hit her. He hit her inside the club, and I think he hit her with a bottle. I think it was some, I don't really think they got into it, but I think it was some LGBT shit. The dude that hit her, because he eventually.
Okay. So it wasn't inside the club.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't outside the club.
No, she went outside and played the victim made up a whole other object. I know people were like, oh, she injected saline in the face. No, she got hit, but I think she hit him first. He hit her back, and then she went and played victim.
Went outside the club to turn on the cam and blame some other dudes that had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
Boy.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever seen the dude that that she got into it with, the hitter or whatever, but he seems a little. You never saw him?
Nah.
Look up that interview. He was kind of sugary. He was kind of so. Shout out to BT in the chat.
BT, what up? Why?
I'm gonna give him his credit, because when this happened, BT was like, bro, did you see that dude? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, he's like, bro, I'm gonna tell you what I think would happen. So I'm giving BT his credit for the conspiracy theory. He's like, I think, because it was some like masquerade party, so she had on a mask.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying, it's still hilarious. He was like, I think this gay dude thought he was getting with a trans man, and they got to arguing when he realized it was actually a woman, and shit went left. I was like, you know what,
boy?
Because she's a big girl, she's a tall girl, so he probably thought, he found a pause, a thick dude. And then what you mean you don't have a dick? Like what?
Yo, something wrong with BT for coming up with that shit.
Oh shit.
BT, we need to talk to you a little bit.
I was like, bro, you know what? You might have a point.
But you see, it sounds so fucking feasible.
Yes.
That's the thing about when people come up with these theories and shit. I listen for the feasibility of it.
Yeah.
That's what I listen for. How feasible is this? How is it far-fetched to the point where I'm like, chill. That shit kind of feasible though.
Yeah. I was
But
like,
but
dog,
the,
you
but
might be
but,
on
but
one.
the fucking IG thing when she went outside and turned on the cam, what the fuck was that about that?
Attention.
Oh, the scamming shit she be on.
Yeah. Because
Got
more people started coming out because it's like a heavy Nigerian population in Houston. So is other people in the community like, yeah, man, she been on that type of shit. Like, we really don't fuck with her like that. Because that's what type of shit she on.
Right.
The scheming, the scamming, the lying, and
Julius.
and just caught up with her.
Yeah.
Be too stupid.
That fool said Julius Randle. Fool.
Put her on the block.
Pick up the loose. Well, let me close this one out, G. Let me see what this lady got to say. Because I'm clipping this up. All night I'm clipping videos. We're not watching no whole video.
So often brought up as a way to distract women, talking about very real misogyny. It is whataboutism and almost always a red flag. We must not equate the two things. It invalidates and disrespects all the people who have been abused, harmed, murdered under misogynistic violence. Misandry is the myth, and those who try and drum up hysteria about it are disinformation actors. Thank you. Well, thank you.
Misandry is a myth. Yeah, Cuzzo modding like a motherfucker. My G.
She's saying it's a myth, man. And like I've said before, women talk more and they talk more often and they talk longer. So they've controlled the narrative. So men coming on the back end talking about misandry now having a vocabulary to talk about it. Because for a long time we didn't. Like the most men have talked ever in history, I think, about the issues that we're dealing with is probably within this 5-year period.
It's now, yeah.
You had Tommy Sotomayor back in the day. Then you get, the startup of, the manosphere or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like really catching fire where this is part of the conversation is like in this window of 5 years. And I say in the last 2 years is where it actually got the sticking.
Yeah.
Where people are actually hearing us, whether they disagree or not. It's difficult, and the fact that we're just now talking about it, we should know we're a long way off from correcting it.
But dog, if you think about somebody sitting there giving you smoke for decades, we talking about decades. Let's leave the 60s out and let's start from the 70s. That's still 50 fucking years.
Yep.
You've been getting smoked for 50 fucking years, and as soon as you say, I ain't fucking with it no more, dog. This is what's really going on. Now the whole world is in the uproar.
Yep.
The whole world is now fucking upset. Come on with the game, dog. Come on with the game. Dog, when I come to America, right? I first come to America, like, I think it was either between 93 and 96, right?
Yeah.
First coming to America, I'm in Brooklyn with my cousins and them up in Bed-Stuy, cooling summertime. I'm up here for vacay, right? During the daytime, be me, my cousins, and my sisters, and everybody just hanging out. Like, we deep as fuck. We deep. It's 2 houses next to each other, and we deep as fuck. So we be watching Maury, Jerry, Ricky, the ball had one, Montel, right? The ball had one?
Yeah.
Montel. And I think that was pretty much it. Those are the ones I remember.
Yeah.
We'd watch that shit, dog. And I was like, what? So niggas ain't shit? I was like, what the fuck is it? My brain has always been just tossed in the wind about that type of shit.
Yeah.
It's not just even being spoken about in, let's say, the speakeasies, right? In the alleyways and in the cut. This is on fucking primetime midday fucking TV. Y'all out here saying niggas ain't shit. For real?
All day, every day. I take it back. The reason why I like to hop in the time machine. And look, the reason why I take it back in the time machine, because it lays a foundation, right? I say, even with the little nursery rhymes we had in school, I don't know if y'all had them in Trinidad or not, but I know in the 80s I heard boys are made of snakes and snails and puppy dog tails, and girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
Everything nice.
And I'm like, this boy in kindergarten, you done already called him a fucking dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, think about that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too. I'm like, damn. And then you look at like the old Looney Tunes cartoons. What happens? The female rabbit walks by with a hip swaying, the big old lips and big ass eyelashes, the way these bitches look now. And what happens? The cartoon rabbit jaw fall on the floor, his tongue rolls out of his mouth, eyes pop out his head. He spends the rest of the cartoon chasing this chick, bringing her flowers and candy and professing his love. And what happens at the end of the cartoon? She walks off with a big buff dude.
Yep.
Fade to black.
Yeah.
And the cartoon's over.
So there was a Tom and Jerry episode, dog. Tom was macking on this little white pussy cat.
The white,
right?
yeah.
You remember that one?
Yes.
All right, cool. Say less.
Bro, it's been Tom and Jerry, seen it with, Bugs, Daffy, like the whole like heart beat out his chest and lose his damn mind.
Pepe Le Pew, bro. They turned Pepe Le Pew into like a super pervert, bro.
Yeah, man.
They labeled that dude a perv. I was like, what?
This man been trying to marry. He been trying to marry that same goddamn skunk since I was in 3rd grade, man.
Marry, not pop.
Yeah,
not slut her out.
He been trying to get with that chick forever, bro. And constantly taking an L for being Mr. Romantic. Oh, me amor. Like, I mean, Mr. GQ smooth, and she wasn't with it. Like, bitch, you not a skunk too? Like, we both stink. Fuck. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Don't nobody want you either. You better come over here and get this macking. But she wasn't trying to hear that.
Fuck no, she wasn't jacking that shit, bro.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, bro, those are those little crumbs. And then you start, then you know what I'm saying? Then you get into your thing when you in middle school and you like this girl, and it just goes on and on and on. It's either it's not enough to either get with her or it's not enough to keep her a lot of times. And you're constantly trying to check those blocks, as I say.
But you see, that's how the game is actually, that's how it actually works, right? Because while you probably focusing on one, because the reality is if you bag, you're gonna be straight.
Yeah.
She looking over the fence the whole time, right? She's basically leading you on.
Yeah.
Because as soon as bruh that she really think is fly, the one who got the flyest jeans out, the one who got the who's a junior that had wheels, the one who at winter time he had the fresh winter coat, the sports team's coats, he had
the starter jacket,
fly shit, right? That tells you that women look at objects that men could acquire as security for their own game. Because the only thing they really gonna give you is some box. For real.
Yeah.
In high school, what the fuck she's finna do? She ain't finna come clean your room. She ain't finna be in your mother kitchen cooking, knocking pans. Fuck no, you crazy?
No, I was explaining that to my homegirl the other day. We were talking about relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now I was telling her, I was like, men take a heavy toll when shit, fizzle out. Because you got to think about y'all, women always tell us the work we're supposed to do to get them. So you find a guy that's doing this work, and then, like I said, he doesn't get you because what he was doing wasn't enough, even though that's what you said he needed to do, or he does get you, and things fizzle out, which, relationships fall apart. But most of the time, he's going to pay for that breakup.
Sure.
Some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, we know. And like I was telling her, I was like, most of the time when we leave or shit doesn't work out with a chick, the only feather we can really have in our cap is at least I fuck. That's it. I can't think of anything else. It's not like she gonna pay you child support and alimony like that. I know things are changing, which feminists are mad about. Think Holly Berry, because some of them having to pay child. But in comparison,
yeah,
it pales in comparison.
That's how unique it is. That's how unique it is. We can only name one or two. That's how unique that situation is.
Yep.
Halle Berry. That's the one that everybody knows. They say Federline, but that whole scenario was completely different.
Yeah.
Granted that he did get breaded up, and he did, but that whole scenario was fucked up, right? It was a bunch of bullshit going on. So I really don't want to count that one for real.
Yeah.
But it still did happen. So even if you want to count Federline and say Federline got breaded up and Halle Berry breaded up, what, 3 dudes? 2 dudes?
Yeah. 2 or 3.
Yes, 2 or 3 dudes that she got a bread up. I'm about to play this video right here, dog. Look at this crazy ass shit. And I'm glad that you said it, dog. I'm glad that you said it. Because I stored this one and I never deleted it. And I didn't delete it for a reason. And now that you said it, I'm like, see, this is why I didn't delete this fucking video? Journey Smollett paint out. She cold too, though. Damn.
Yeah.
Do you think that
all she had to do was answer my DMs?
Oh, boy,
could have avoided all.
What? What? She been all right. She would have had the wife military ID, huh?
Facts.
What's the grocery store y'all got that y'all like to fuck with?
The commissary on base.
Boom.
Yeah.
She would have had benefits from that shit, all that shit. G
would have been good to go.
Straight. Listen to this shit. This video, when I say this video enraged me when I watched it over here with the Village Gang, I'm talking about enraged me. But it's out of my system now. So.
You need to apologize on behalf of your race or gender to the general population? Probably not. But in this school in Australia, apparently they didn't get that memo. This article points out that Brouwer College in Warrnambool in Australia, and I probably pronounced that really horribly, they forced boys to apologize to female students because of sexism. It starts by saying that parents were outraged after they learned that their sons were forced to stand up at an assembly and apologize to their female classmates. The students were told to apologize to girls for offensive behavior on behalf of their gender. That, to me, sounds like the epitome of sexism. Essentially, though, the school...
Ain't that crazy?
I guarantee not one memo went home saying we're going to do this at the assembly on whatever day they did it.
Oh, no. Fuck no. Hell no. The only reason it got this big is because the kids told their parents about it when they got home.
Yep. Son, how was your day?
And they got on their ass.
How was your day today, son? We had to apologize to the girls. Apologize for
because
what?
I got a pipe.
Yeah.
Because God gave me a pipe. So imagine instilling that type of self-hatred into a young man that you then turn around to say, you need to go out here and be productive and love yourself and find a woman. That's another thing that we were told to when we were young. But imagine instilling that type of thought process inside of a young man that has to grow up and basically conquer the fucking world. Another thing about this growing up as a male child, right? You are told, grow up, work hard, school, job, wife, family, house, right? Kids, car, American dream.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck do they tell these female children? Not a fucking thing. Girl, you would get a man, girl. You pretty, girl.
You can do whatever you want.
You could do what you want, and they better fucking like it. What's up, Gail? Gail at night. That's my jam.
Peace, Gail.
Stylistic. That's some shit. But yeah, no, it's a matter of we living in. And when women truly say that they fuck with us and they understand our suffering, right? And they see how it's against us constantly, then you could comprehend how it's even furthermore against the melanated black on this fucking planet and in this fucking country. As a man, as a group, we got issues.
Yeah.
But when we start drawing the straws, you know the black man's gonna get the short straw.
Of course.
You smell me?
Yeah.
Cool. So for those women that really fuck with us, salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because they got some solid ones out here, dog. And that's the thing about it, too. If the shoe fit, fucking wear it. If it don't, keep it smoking. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Hit dogs howl. That's exactly how I look at it. It don't got nothing to do with you. Why the fuck you worried about it? If it don't got nothing to do with you, I'm pretty sure your conversation is completely different.
Oh yeah, we see the different conversation on a regular basis.
Absolutely. We absolutely do.
We see it on a regular basis. I'm glad we are seeing more good women. I'll just use that term, coming out saying things.
Yeah.
I've always I've had the good girl. I think I said that shit on my live the other night. Like it was never the hoes that broke my heart. It was always the good women. But again, I know a lot of good women on paper. They good on paper. You know what I'm saying? But inside their relationship, so I'm not saying they're not good women. They're just not girlfriend/wife material. Because it's still the same. That's why I use the word majority all the time. Like a hoe is a hoe. I said that shit too. Like I love an honest hoe. I know what it is. But taking the L when, okay, cool, I done swore off all these other women and this is the right one. I don't want to mess this up. So I know I'm on my P's and Q's doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Not saying I walk on water, ain't nobody perfect, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And then it's just like, you know what? I think I can do better. I think we've made our time. And that shit is soul snatching to a lot of men.
It's fucked off, though. It is.
And then the justifications for it a lot of times, it doesn't line up to what was said, what was agreed upon, and the work that the brother put in before. So it's one of those things too. I know there's good women out here. But again, I think the majority of them are on what they on, and it only take a matter of time before that other shoe drop. It's rare you find a solid one. You find these marriages that are actually lasting the test of time.
I have this thing in the back of my brain, but I don't think it's appropriate right now. But I'll tell you pretty much the gist of it. I think we live life in sections.
Mm-hmm.
We live life in sections, right? So how we live life, I think we live life in 7-year sections. 7 years as a child, you kind of getting your foot together. The next 7, you end up at 14. You kind of like got a pretty good gist of your characteristics. You're pretty decent at it. The next one, you're 21. You're out the house. You're really in the world. You're really getting bruised. You're really getting scraped up. You're really getting your heart broken. You're really going through the tundra. You know what I'm saying? 28, you're in the workforce. You're settling in. You should be pushing forward towards that goal. The next one is what? 35.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And 35 is the market that they say, well, at 35, you should be settled in for real. You should be headed towards that whatever career field you in. At 35, you should already be locked into it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But I was looking at it in the same frame of like relationship, and I haven't finalized it yet, so I don't want to step too fast. But I'm still working on that in the relationship in a personal sense. I'm still fucking with it, but I'll drop it one day, bro. But yeah, so even if So even if that is a thing, then let's say your span to be with this woman was those perfect 21 years. Then your kids are grown. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You did your job. Everybody did their job. Y'all stood for duty and responsibility, right? So everything is taken care of. I'm still smoking it out in my brain, but
Yeah. And that's kind of like, you broke it down even more, but I say you got those, I say roughly those quarters in life. But from baby to 18, that's school and your parents, your immediate family type of thing. 18, you out the house. So then the next 18 years is 18 to 36. 20s, your bumps and your bruises, like you said.
yeah.
36, you start settling in, around that time frame.
Mhm.
Then 36 to like early 50s. Then it's now you're really thinking retirement. What are those golden years going to look like? And you sprinkle in the relationships. Now you said you went through your first heartbreak in your 20s, might have went through a divorce in your 30s, early 40s, might be on your second marriage in your early 40s. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
So it's ebbs and flows to it, and you learn through the process. And then you have to learn who you are and what you don't want to accept too. Like that type of talk that you had on with the TED talk. As soon as I hear it, we done.
Mhm.
I don't even entertain that shit no more.
No, you can't.
I'm too old
You
for
can't.
that. Bro.
It because we actually know the root to it, and I have this one and then two more videos, right?
Yeah.
And it's all click throughs anyway. But we get to that point where we could look at this thing in a circle of motion.
Yeah.
How an idea was injected and it just took over like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
And it became the fucking norm. Like it's fucking normal. This shit ain't fucking normal. Baby mama culture ain't fucking normal, dog.
Mm-mm.
Running around here and looking for government assistance because you got your shit knocked and took a 9-month special. That shit not normal.
But it's accepted.
But it's because it's fucking promoted on a fucking constant basis everywhere you fucking turn.
You know why I say this shit started happening? When it really took a turn? When the church accepted it.
Ooh, shit.
When the church accepted it, it was over with.
You know what, J? With the church being the moral compass
Yep.
of the community. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, when the church being the moral compass, and then we got to remember after Dr. King and the other pastors in the South and stuff got involved with politics. You don't think some of them conversations were, I have women out here raising their babies on their own, doing like what type of assistance are my people gonna get? This, that, and the third. And then that corner turns because before I just say here in the South, little girl got pregnant or whatever, they sent her north, Chicago,
to be shipped.
Detroit, to the other family. You had that baby, and then you come back after you done worked, saved a little bit of money, maybe, or the baby got big enough, and you came back with a little brother or sister that one of your baby. It's these fucked up family secrets. I get, but it's because it wasn't the norm. But once the black church started accepting it, I'm put this on the church. On the community. Once the black church started accepting it, well, it's okay by the pastor, so don't nobody got shit to say. Because in our community, the pastor right beneath God and Jesus. So if he accepted, it must be all right. Y'all men need to step up and take being this stepdaddyism. It's not a new concept.
It's not.
It's not a new concept. And I would just stop at slavery. We can go back to Africa. You can go to Rome. You can go to England. If your brother in arms died,
I was just about. Yep. Yep.
Your obligation as a brother in arms may not be to marry his widow, but at least see about her.
Yep.
And help raise those kids. That's what the village and the community did.
There you go.
Now we've perverted it so much. The men that do step in, they're held to a higher level of accountability than the actual fathers, because these fathers aren't dying in war. These motherfuckers dying in the streets, getting locked up, or just don't want shit to do with their kids. Those are the weak ass men. But the only person left standing to take all the smoke, all the criticism and critique are the brothers that step in there.
But even if we take it one step back real quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You taking care of your brother's wife, not your brother's baby mother.
Yep. Bingo.
That's the sealed deal right there, because check down. She is married to him. He's no longer here due to us stepping in, right?
Yeah.
Now you come back home, you say, you know what? Y'all good. Tell you what I would do. I'll merge the two households, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody know the truth. Our kids already know each other.
Bingo.
We become one family. You smell me?
Yep. Everybody, that was a key. Don't skip over that. Everybody knows the truth.
Everybody know the truth. Everybody know the truth.
This isn't a lie put on another man that's his child, and it really isn't. And, you know, or is this guy in the next village or the next town over supposed to be the father? And then we find out later on. And I always say that, bro. Think about how many men, like women love bringing up history. Nobody ever talks about how many men have gone to their grave not knowing if all their children were theirs. DNA tests are fairly new, bro. They didn't get them shits right until like the late 90s.
That's true.
This how Maury was able to blow up.
Now it being, let's say, accurate.
Mm-hmm.
You see all the flaws in this paternity fraud scandals that's been going on. Yeah.
Yeah, the paternity fraud. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because but because what would you do? You'd look at this motherfucker eyeballs, his nose, his jaw structure. These is babies. They're not going to develop they're not going to develop after the cartilage. You feel me? The cartilage go away. This motherfucker be 15 years old. Be like, yo, he look like Jeremy from down the block for real.
Yeah, that's where the stain come from. The baby like the milkman. That shit started back in the 60s because the milkman used to actually come and drop off milk and put it on the porch. Like, that's where the saying comes from. The baby like the milkman.
True. No, true. No.
So while there's a level of nobility to stepping up and, you know, in the village and helping raise a kid, we have perverted it. Like you said, a lot of people coming behind lies. Everybody doesn't know the truth. And like you said too, you're taking care of your brother's wife, his widow.
That's the key. Not the BMs.
Yep.
This is the widowed woman.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
Those are two different things. And as a matter of fact, back in the G, girls that used to get popped like that, they used to go put them inside the house. And say, well, if that's the life you want to live and that's how you want to treat your box, shit, I know somebody to help you sell your box. And that's the real deal.
And that's how that shit happened.
Like Genghis Khan and them realized that they had a bunch of birds in the city, and what they do with it? They let the soldiers run wreck. Y'all look at what Genghis Khan and them was up. Them boys was vicious.
Ruthless.
Them boys was about that shit. They was about that life. So there's always been a clear distinction between wives, second wives. They call them concubines, right? There's always been a distinction between first wife, concubine, and then what I call a fucking whore, right?
Yeah.
It's always been distinct. Then there's witches or whatever the case, but that's other shit.
Or your sister wives. Again, everybody know the truth. Everybody on the same page.
Everybody on the same page.
Depending on what culture and, you know, what area of the culture, you know, stuff like that.
Yep. it's a time and pretty much the geographics
Yeah.
that had changed maybe, and that maybe had changed the name or the term used, but
Yeah.
the specific behaviors and the specific roles are that fucking exact same.
Yep.
But when it becomes, like you saying the right word, I use the word all the time. When it's perverse, then the fox is in a hen house and it's just hell. It's hell
Just
to pay.
chaos. Straight up chaos.
Pure fucking chaos. You don't go in that bitch in the morning time to collect your eggs. Be feathers and blood everywhere. Straight, dog.
Death Reaper stupid. Reaper
Dog,
stupid.
I can't, son. Tree Star out of his mind, son. Tree Star out of his motherfucking mind for real.
Yeah.
Dog.
That's why, you know, I was talking about I don't know if he was on the live the other night when I was talking about the Game of Thrones joint, but that's
Don't fucking tell me you. Oh, dog. All right, go ahead. I wasn't there.
No, I was talking about the different levels of manhood, but I've been really watching the Game of Thrones the last couple of weeks, just rewatching the series or whatever. And I know it's fantasy, but they've taken bits and pieces out of history to make this world.
Okay.
So again, you know, the king in the beginning, he had a bunch of bastard kids. He was out there, you know, in the brothel. He the king. He do what he want to. So he had bastard kids all over the land. So when he died and left it to his, you know, his son,
Yeah.
the son's mom, the queen, didn't want anybody else to be able to contest the throne. So she had the knights track down every brothel he hit,
Send him out of here.
and every whore and every bastard child that the king had fathered, and off their ass. Because she ain't want nobody to protect. Yep.
But she's doing that to protect her bloodline, right? So it's nobody that's gonna compromise and say, well, no, I'm the older son.
Yeah.
You feel me? I have right too, because I know what my daddy did. You talking about Ned Stark?
No. Robert Baratheon, the other one.
I only watched like the first. The last thing I remembered was that girl getting them dragons and her dealing with the horse tribe.
Oh yeah, that was the first season. Go back and watch it again. The little blonde-headed crazy prince, he ended up being the king, but the fucked up part was, I'm gonna spoil it for you. Go watch the rest of the series though.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the king's son. The mother had got pregnant by another dude and passed him off, but the king thought that was really his oldest heir. When he died thinking that was his son.
Because the other one was girls, right?
He had a girl and another boy. None of the kids were his though, but he thought they were all his because they looked like the queen. They looked like their mom.
So Ned Stark died like, I think like season 1, early,
yeah.
the big dog.
Yeah, but he wasn't the big dog though. His homeboy was the actual king. Ned was a lord.
Oh, I thought he was the big dog for some reason.
No, it kind of focused on him and his family initially.
Yeah.
And then it started focusing on the family after he got knocked off. But
I can see my confusion.
Yeah, you can see it. But his homeboy that they fought in wars with and shit, he was the actual king.
Yeah.
He was the king of the land. Ned was, just a lord.
That's fucking crazy. I don't even. I watched when that girl got them dragons.
Yeah.
No. And then the short dude, the kids got the wolves. The short dude and them hanging out with the big dude, and they had like a big fight. I think that's the last one I remember. Last part I remember that whole shit.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch that whole shit, bro.
I just fell off. I'm looking at it from a different perspective, but yeah, okay.
No,
you say you looked at it on the scale of manlyhood?
There's a big battle in there called the Battle of the Bastards. One lord had a bastard son, but that was the closest thing he had to a pure heir. Another dude, Ned Stark bastard, the one you think about when they gave him the runt wolf, the wolf of the pack, when they found the wolves.
Jon Snow. Buddy went to Buddy go to like the snow.
Yeah, he went to the wall.
The wall,
he was Ned Stark's bastard. But
yeah,
I don't want to ruin that for you because there's some more twists and turns about that. But but just speaking about legitimacy, this stuff has always been done. Like, we know you're his son, but you're not his son through marriage.
Yeah, correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
there's always that role to play. Like, my son, he's a bastard. Me and his mom, we weren't
Yeah.
married. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's my male heir.
Correct.
Even though my daughter's 18 years his senior, who do you think I'm gonna leave my shit to?
Yeah, for sure.
My daughter's gonna be taken care of course. But everything as far as manhood and things like that, I have to teach him so he can continue the line. Now, it may not have been my plan to have him, I found out about him after his mom lied about the abortion, but he's here now. And there's other men in Game of Thrones that had bastards and stuff like that too. And they were either warriors, they were either lords and stuff like that. So again, you're going to the brothels again. They're making these babies back then. When no condoms back then. But they making these babies. They know who their kids are. They make sure the kids are taken care of. But who has the most legitimacy to claim the throne? And right now, it's my son. If I got with a woman that had kids and I raised her kids as they were my own, who actually has the right to sit on my throne? My son, bastard or not.
That's and you know what, dog? Look how the fucking world turns, bro, and how we talk about things. And we talk about the same thing in so many different fucking ways. I had a whole show during the Halloween series I was doing about the sacredity of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole show about that. And I linked it to how vampires like blood, and I broke down how blood is and what's inside blood, and how blood is now, how they investigate in technology to use blood and all this other shit, DNA strands to like move data and information, right? But the main key of it was the importance of blood, because blood is your motherfucking nature, dog. That's fucking damn. You see? And it's us always talking.
Mm-hmm.
And that reminds me that this space that we in right now is a good space to be in, because we firing on all cylinders and we all sitting at the same table. We all thinking about like tomorrow. We're dealing with today.
Yeah.
But we looking and focusing and planning for tomorrow. Not for me, because I have a daughter, right? I don't have a son.
Yeah.
But I'm still, because I don't have a son, then she is my heir. She's my heiress, right?
Yeah.
Such is life. I'm not finna go try to make a child and try to shoot for a boy. Good. So
Go get snipped. Don't be Kofi.
I'm
Look, I was done too, bro. I had a girl 18 years. But my willingness to be a stepfather with a woman, because it wasn't a one night stand type of thing. Like, I knew we'd known each other since college type of thing. One more try. Maybe it'll work this time. It's been some years since we've seen each other. Maybe she matured. I know I have. We still don't jive. But when we was on, we was on. When we was off, it was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So that shit wasn't gonna go well. But then find out the boy was on the way. But even with your heiress, you still got to teach her about manhood so she know what type of man to pick. It's the same thing I told my daughter and the chick I was dealing with, whose kid I pretty much raised up until this point now when I had my son, because now she mad about my son because she not the baby no more. So we're not even talking. But I told her mom years ago, because she would ask, why was I in her life and stuff like that. She knew I wasn't her biological father, even though she called me daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was that whole scene in what was it, Poetic Justice? What you mean she called you daddy? Nigga, what I said, she called me daddy sometime. Like, so everybody knew the truth.
Right.
But I had to pull her mom to the side one day and tell her, like, look, she's gonna keep asking about her biological father.
Yeah.
She knows as much as I've done for her, as much as I love her. I raise her, I don't treat her no different than my biological daughter. Blood gonna seek blood. I remember I told her that years ago, bro. like probably 10, maybe 15. I was like, she's blood is gonna seek blood. She is never gonna stop asking about her daddy, even if it's just to look that man in the eye one day and cuss that motherfucker out. Blood will seek blood.
And it's something that you can never put rhyme or reason to. You can it's gonna be confusion, it's gonna be answers, it's gonna be DNA, it's gonna be anger. You could never fucking put your finger on exactly what the fuck it is that triggers this thing inside of people that want to go actually see where they come from.
It can be something medical.
I think it's that blood.
Yeah.
I think it's why, like, there's kids that are born that have never seen or dealt with their parent due to the parent not being here, right? Fatalities happen.
Yeah.
But they grow up and how the fuck they end up with the same mannerisms?
Yep.
How do they have the mannerism of somebody that never sat there to nurture them into it? You smell me?
You are those people.
You.
Whether it's male, female, like my mouth, how much I cuss and shit, that's not my dad. That's my mom. My mom was a spitfire, hothead. Now, she done got saved and sanctified since then. But as far as that concerned, I had to get control of my temper because I know how hot my mom's temper was. I know how cool my dad is, but I also know why he's so cool. So I had to look at what he been through and understand why he don't let himself get riled up. It's rare, bro. Like even my grandfather, God bless his soul, but that man was a gambler and a fucking womanizer and an alcoholic.
Like a cold-blooded womanizer, not a Mac.
No. He was gonna do what Pop. That's what we called him. Pop was gonna do what he was gonna do. He beat alcoholism.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't in the back room gambling no more, but he was still gonna get that lotto on a regular basis. So he was, you know what I'm saying? It was just in him. So it's certain things like that him and my dad made me promise. So it's two things that I don't drink at all. And the most gambling I'll do, like you got a $20 maximum with me. If I'm on a slot machine, you know what I'm saying? I might play a scratch off every now and then. Those are two things that I stayed away from. But it's crazy because my dad he was loyal to his first wife. That shit ain't work out. Now he been loyal to my mom. They've been married 45 years. But as far as them damn women go, bro, I'm my granddaddy. It just is what it is. It's so much shit to skip my dad that my granddad was on that I'm kind of on.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's those two things that I stayed away from. But the blood is going to be the blood. Like, even, people say what they want to about Freemasonry, Illuminati, all that shit. I'm a Mason. I did not know my grandfather was a Mason until after he died.
I saw the quote that you shot in the chat though, that like last month. I was like,
yeah,
cool. I'll track it.
So again, it's something that just kept drawing me. But my mother's an Eastern Star, my grandmother was an Eastern Star, and it was still something calling me to the lodge. I never knew why. I still can't explain it to this day. But then I'm finding out my family history too. So that shit, they're like what you said, bro, it's in the blood.
In the blood, though. The blood is sacred, though.
Yeah.
Blood is sacred. You could break it down in so many different ways. And we could I just named 2 or 3, right? You just named 2. But think about how important your blood type is. So fucking important, dog, that when it comes to organ donating, they gotta find matches.
Yeah.
Because some shit that mix up ain't gonna fucking mix correct. That's how sacred and important blood in itself. Every time I go to the doctor, dog, and they wanna do a lab draw, hey, yo, my man, what's that for? I swear it down, son. I swear it
Yeah,
down. I don't like that draw 4 or 5 valves and ain't no
yeah,
conversation. Fuck
yeah.
that. Get
No,
me
no. I need
fucked
to
up.
explain what's this one for. Where's this one going? It like it's rare that I donate blood.
I don't even do it.
Yeah, I've done it because we have like blood drives for the army and shit. So I just sometimes for the army, and it's not even about the army. I just shrug because them motherfuckers got my DNA on file any goddamn way. Like they literally do. It might be a clone code for walking around somewhere in Europe, some damn where, but they they got my DNA on file. So sometimes I shrug. But yeah, blood is safe. And then when I found out, because like I'm O positive, so I can give to anybody.
Oh shit. Say less.
Yeah, it's like I O positive people have the original blood type of human beings.
I'm about
So
to write your name down on my list.
so we can give to
Go
anybody.
over.
So with that, I made sure I took that organ donor shit off my license.
Yeah, that shit not on my license either. I'm not doing that shit.
I did this shit when I think I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
When I was starting to get real woke, and somebody was like, "Yeah, they're gonna harvest your organ." I said, "You know what? Them motherfuckers probably do, because this, you know what? I took as soon as I run and renew my license, I took this shit off." Like, and I ain't never put it back on.
No, fuck that. No. They got four religions that don't believe in blood transfers and all that shit.
Yeah.
So they already aware. They're already aware of this shit. If you go to the Egyptian temples, some of the posts in the Egyptian temples have the double helix DNA strand wrapped around. How the fuck they know how the fuck they know DNA was a double helix strand?
Back then, you know what I'm saying?
So we're really talking about a lot of crazy shit. Not crazy when you could conceptualize that this thing is a circle. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking circle, bro. Everything is a fucking circle. Everything's a fucking. I don't care what nobody says. They say Trin is a straight line, a circle. Yeah, a straight line is a fucking whole bunch of dots. I make a fucking straight line. Get the fuck out.
Ain't nothing new up
That's
under
it.
the sun. There's like even
Yeah,
this conversation about misandry is nothing new
Yeah.
up under the sun. How long have women been lying about being raped or assaulted? And like it's been wars fought behind women.
full on dog armies walking.
I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another.
New age warfare.
That's it.
Like new age warfare is hyper tech, right? It's tanks. It's fucking airplanes. It's battleships. It's right?
Yeah.
Simple, dog. They was walking to go fight for the king's box. That's some other king pop.
Yeah.
What?
That's the whole story of Troy.
That's the story of Troy.
She was supposed to marry somebody else. Then again, go back. Thank you. That Trojan horse.
Big peace, bro.
Then the another part of Game of Thrones. I'm not going to ruin it for you, but
I'm still gonna watch it, bro.
There was a certain person that was supposed to marry this other lord's daughter, and he broke his word and married another woman because he fell in love with the other woman.
Right.
The dude whose daughter was supposed to be married and had that word broken against him, that motherfucker slaughtered everybody just because that motherfucker broke his word behind not marrying his daughter.
Get the fuck out.
They was in a war. Somebody paid him off, but that was all he needed was the excuse to do it. He slaughtered that man, the wife, everybody because he felt slighted.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought he just felt like he would disrespect is slight.
Yeah, off everybody. But there's been wars about that. This prince was supposed to marry this prince. This man had this beautiful daughter. Which side am I going to choose? I went with these people over here. Oh, cool. My son not good enough. Bet. War. You know what? You wouldn't marry that one woman. We're going to take all your women.
You making my point. I was looking at Game of Thrones way more valid. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it soon. Well, let me take a quick bathroom break, bro. You can take a break yourself if you need to. I can do a quick spinny. You can keep chopping it up with the gang. It's completely up to you, my boy. I just gotta take a quick break.
I'll sit up here and talk to him. Now,
Appreciate it.
yes, sir. What's going on in the chat? Yeah, DG. The red wedding. I just finished that one. That was crazy. That one was crazy. Yep, Rip. Like, think about that, bro. Somebody like it's an event that's known as the red wedding, not because those are the wedding decorations, because you had made this promise to this guy that you needed at the time, and then broke your word behind a woman. So this man died behind a woman. The dude slaughtered everybody behind a woman. Now people are blame, the men for it and say we're crazy and other things like that. But again, on the other side of that, there's another man that did break his word, that didn't fulfill his promise, that didn't do his duty. There's always levels and layers to it. Yeah, bro. Yeah. BT, if like that can be y'all like legit, couple time. I know y'all, y'all have y'all shows y'all look at or whatever. Game of Thrones is one of those ones. I genuinely think Lex is gonna enjoy it. It'd probably be one of those things she never really thought about looking at. But I think once y'all get into it, probably by anywhere from the first to the third episode, she's gonna be locked in. Like that's that. Yeah, I'm on the end of season 3 right now. I just finished that red wedding episode. Reaper says the original war was over a Targaryen woman. Indeed, it was over a Targaryen woman, and that's when Ned Stark's sister comes into play. We kind of don't really figure that out until a little bit later on, but there's glimpses of it, I think, in like season 2. Yeah, BT says like I said, I can't bring it up because it's Trends Live, but like I said, in your live code for HBO got the best shows. I told you, bro, like Wire, Sopranos, Game of Thrones, Boardwalk Empire, they really be going in. And you know what's crazy, bro? I really think back to when I was little, like HBO was like that first like major cable network. That was the one you had to pay for to have. So I used to watch all those old shows. I was telling Messi she was talking. I think she called me a fake or a baby Gen Xer or some shit like that. And I was telling her the movies that her friends were able to see in the movies. I remember those movies because I watched them on HBO as a kid, not realizing they had already been in the movie theaters, like months or a year before. BT said, what's better, Kofa, Game of Thrones or Boardwalk Empire? I got Game of Thrones. My top shows on HBO, just Kofa-isms are The Wire, probably Game of Thrones.
There you go.
Sopranos and Boardwalk
There you
Empire.
go.
Sopranos and Boardwalk Empire is a toss-up, but definitely The Wire and then Game of Thrones.
Wire was pure cocaine.
Yeah, bro, that shit was so real. And what really got me on it, I saw like a mini documentary of how they made it and stuff, and they were interviewing people in Baltimore, like cats in the projects and stuff. Like they was like, no, The Wire was real. Everything you saw, like from how we talked to the guys move and how like that shit was real.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's how shit go. I was like, damn.
Yeah, we gotta take a quick break to shout out the homie Goss85 dog, sponsor of today's show. My G, big salute to you. Appreciate the love, my boy. Your name is officially in the banner. I had to show some love. We back at it. Yo.
Yeah, we back at it.
Yeah, we good. We back at it. He been sent it too. We've been locked in so heavily rolling. I just wanna,
Oh yeah. Gotta acknowledge. Man, you almost there. I know you got your watch hours, right?
I'm almost at 10,000, G.
Oh, watch hours? Oh shit, you good.
Yeah.
You just need to like 20 something more subs to hit that 1,000 for the monetize?
So I'm open for monetization. Is the they say my rhetoric is harmful. I have harmful speech. So I'll be like,
Oh, what? Damn, you might shit. You know, mine. I had that, and then it kind of just started falling off over time. So, shit, just keep cooking. I know they loosen up some of the things that you had to do to get monetized and stuff like that too. So,
yeah, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all. I'm gonna give it some more time. I'm gonna put some more in the vault. I'm gonna
yeah,
go in the past and start deleting some stuff at the past, especially like the ones that got like the lowest views.
mm-hmm.
Start tossing those out. It's smooth. It'll be.
Yeah. No,
But
but
no,
that. Go ahead.
the cash app working. People been hitting it, showing support. So easy day.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no YouTube taking a piece of it. None of it right now. So I'm really not tripping.
Hey. That's all love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nah, G, I'm gonna get back with the Game of Thrones thing because I'm working on a theory, and you keep solidifying parts of it.
Yeah, it's so much into it, bro. Like layers, and I really like. Even when I watch those, like I watch medieval stuff, like those samurai shows.
That's my shit.
I absolutely still love the TV series movie. You know, Shaka Zulu from back.
For real?
Yeah, loved it. You ever watch that shit? Not Roots, not the remake of Roots. I'm talking about Shaka Zulu. Watch Shaka Zulu, bro. If you don't watch all that, I like, yeah, it's dated and all that. That shit go hard to this day, bro. To this day, that shit go hard. Like you gonna see the layers in it with, you know, this young boy coming up and he's a bastard, whether or not he's the true king, same shit. Cause he was
Oh,
because he was some, you know, the prince at the time knocked down his mama or whatever. She thought they were gonna be together. And he was like, nah, bitch, you just one of my hoes. So he so he got shunned too. And that's why he kind of snapped and was like, oh, y'all gonna give me my crown. So that shit go hard too.
all right, Sailor.
And then it starts showing parts like when words start getting back to the Europeans, there's still, you know, I don't think they were enslavers. I think they were explorers at this point. So it might have been like the late 1700s, somewhere in the mid 1800s.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like really enslaving Africans like that. And that part of Africa, they was really trying to come down and explore, you know, do the pilgrimage thing and all that. Try to talk to
the imperialism shit.
Yeah, talk to him about Jesus and all that. Shaka wasn't having that shit, but he was like, y'all can kick it for a minute, see how we get down. So you get that kind of perspective from the white people too. They're like, man, they go back to Europe, like, nah, this motherfucker got shit on lock. Like, I don't know we're gonna be able to take this land. So it showed you like what led up to apartheid, like the early parts, what eventually became apartheid in the 1900s and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, Shaka Zulu, that shit, bro.
Shit like that I could fuck with, dog, because you could put 1 to 1. You know what I mean? Shit like that I could fuck with. You could put 1 to 1 and see, okay, cool. I can see how this works. That makes sense too. But then it's like, if like you watch TV, right?
Yeah.
I don't watch TV. I wait till the whole series go through the TV. And just watch everything and be like, all right, cool. Because I'm watching like a movie now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't run to the TV on Tuesday at 11 p.m. to just sit down and lock in. I've never been that person. Never ever been that person. So now that Game of Thrones is on there, what's the other one? You said Shaka is on there. I just gotta find out where they're streaming at. Probably on YouTube.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is HBO. It's up there, you know, Sopranos, Boardwalk, Wire.
For sure.
HBO Max. Shaka Zulu, you might be able to find that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or they might have it in different parts because it was actually a series. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's stream. I haven't seen it streaming anywhere. I can't remember the last time I watched. I've seen it on like a couple of times on TV or whatever. They may have played it here and there.
I like Tulsa King.
Yeah,
I like Mayor of Kingstown, but
yeah,
it's active, so I'm not watching.
yeah,
When it's done, then I go. When
yeah,
the whole season is done,
yeah.
then I,
Oh yeah, you gonna love Game of Thrones then, because shit, you got 8 full seasons to fucking watch, like 10
it just
episodes
flow.
each. Yeah,
It just flow. Yeah, that I could fuck. That I could. Not the
'cause
way.
that's how I first watched it. Was like the first 7 seasons, because the 8th season was getting ready to come out by the time I really got on it. So I watched 7 seasons in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that I could fuck.
Yeah.
That type of I could watch it like that
Mm-hmm.
because it's more of a movie format. So now, like, I'm watching how somebody took, let's say, even if it's simple idea or concept, and created not only the characters but created the world,
That's why I love Game of Thrones.
and they created a conversation.
Yep.
That's why I like Tarantino.
Yeah.
Like Tarantino builds a whole concept,
Yeah.
the whole concept, and then he drops off these fire dialogue points throughout the whole thing. So that's why I like Tarantino. Not necessarily because he shoots the best, but his concepts are the best.
Yeah.
Concepts are definitely the best.
Yeah, but Game of Thrones has you be like, damn, this shit's still going on. Or I see how we got here with this, like through time. Like, this ain't nothing new. Like, oh, that's a cold motherfucker. Oh, that's a smart motherfucker. Oh, that motherfucker gonna die. Like this.
And it got hella hoes in that.
Oh yeah, that's the other part too. Yeah, that's a bonus.
Hella. Let's tap this video real quick. We pushing the 150. Let's tap the video real quick.
All right, cool.
Go crazy on this one. You know what I'm saying? Wrap it up. Or not. Doesn't matter.
Revolution. What was it? And how is it still with us today? Because it's not new.
So I think the sexual revolution was 2 things that happened at the same time. So one was the enormous material changes of the second half of the 20th century. The most important one being the pill, which obviously is transformative, and I don't think that we recognise typically quite how transformative it was, quite how important it was, because for the first time in our species' history, it suddenly becomes possible for women to control their fertility themselves invisibly, you know. And I think that actually the woman who appears
Invisibly. You heard that word?
Yeah.
They control it invisibly.
to be fertile, but has in fact suspended her fertility, is in a funny kind of way almost a different biological creature entirely, right? And she enters the world in the late 1960s. So the pill is the important one, as well as things like washing machines, enormous changes to the economy. So we move from being an industrial economy to being a service and knowledge-based economy, which is advantageous for women because women can more easily participate in those kind of sectors, etc. There are lots of changes that come about all at the same time, which have had an enormous impact on relationships between men and women and have allowed women to participate more in public life, sort of for good and ill. That's a
So wow. Invention was being created to aid, right?
Yeah.
To aid the burden of household chores. I've said this shit 4 times. I don't care how nobody feels about it. Men invented appliances and these things to give women more time so they could fuck. Straight. If she could turn on the oven, the dishwasher, and have the shit on the stove,
Washing machine.
washing machine running, dryer running, the little fucking Roomba Zumba shit, the iRobot that be on the floor.
Yeah,
She got a lot of time to fuck, don't she?
a lot.
I don't care what nobody says.
Or you would think she does, but again, they don't want husbands now. So this is why the conversation is toward the sexual revolution. Because the men weren't included in the sexual revolution. We got to remember this topic isn't for us. This shit was for them, so they could live more like men, and everything they fought for, they got.
Like men. Yep.
I've never seen a group that fought for something get it and then complain about it when they get it. When they were told this is what it looks like to be a man, I done fought the fucking world. I would like a hot plate. I've kept the world out of our home.
Mm-hmm.
Bills paid. You don't got to worry about going outside in the zombie apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't get a plate.
So eager to fight things that have nothing to do with you. You ran to the oppressor to tell the oppressor, open the gate so I could be like you. Oppressor says, how about it? And at every turn, they have done the exact same fucking things that they've done back then.
Now they're doing both. Now you got the household chores and the jobs.
Because now
let them tell it.
Fucking single.
Doing 100 by yourself. Like I said, I had posted something and said, well, somebody else had posted, I reposted it. It was like, teach your sons that household chores are not gender roles or something like that. And I reposted, I was like, cool, I'm with that. Now get your ass out here and cut them hedges. While that man cutting the grass.
I saw that.
Get out there and cut them hedges. Most women are not going to do that.
Hence the reason why the job market numbers in men and women doesn't change.
Women are still doing quote unquote womanly jobs.
Yeah.
Men are still
softer skill job.
Work. Yep.
I tell you what, though, the day I believe that they was really out here wanting equality is the day I want to see them fight to have equal percentages in their roughest, toughest jobs on the fucking planet.
You're not gonna do that. We saw what happened in Ukraine.
Construction. Oh, when they banged out?
When that war kicked off, and women dipped.
They banged out.
Then they went and got the old men that had already fought and told them, hey, bro, we need you to throw on that uniform and pick up that gun one more time.
You seen the age they put on them boys? It was 60-something.
Oh, yeah. The older guys, yeah.
Can he see?
I forgot what the younger guys were that had to stay.
18.
There you go.
I almost positive it was 18. They because I think it was something about the age 18. So I'm almost positive it was 18.
Yeah.
It was 18 to like 60 something. Like, yo, bro, at 60 something, you probably can't see. You gonna get my rifle?
That sound about right. But
you get my whole rifle?
We need all of those people were not soldiers. They were just men. Like, we got to keep that in mind too.
No, not all of them were soldiers. Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? They were just males. So
imagine on Monday, you in your apron with your nice collared shirt on, making fancy designs in people's coffee because you're a barista. You smell me? Wednesday, you had a whole fucking cake in your hand, a whole AK Kalashnikov ready to wreck shit. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you talking about, G?
And probably gonna throw them cats out there first. Fucking lambs to the slaughter.
Son, there's no way Ukraine could withstand that war. Ukraine cannot. If nobody intervened,
Yeah.
Ukraine was a wash.
It was only a matter of time, man.
3 month, a 3 month wash. Full press. You think Ukraine could stand up against Russia? Fuck that.
But the women got to go.
Oh
It's
yeah,
always just like the sinking ship theory, Say the women
woman
in
in turn first.
Yeah. The captain goes down with the ship.
I don't disagree with putting woman and turn on the ship first. I don't disagree with it. But that is a strong reality after you wanted equality.
Yep.
So what the fuck then?
They don't want equality. They want what they want when they want it. And nobody, including them, knows what the fuck they want until they want it.
I don't dog, swear it down. I don't listen to what women say. I don't listen to what they say. You know what I do?
Well, that
I pay attention to what the fuck they pay attention to.
yeah.
So that's rude too.
That's a good way of putting it. My homegirl sent me a meme, was like, it said a study reveals the more housework women do, the less interest they have in intercourse.
Right.
So I replied, gets made and whore, problem solved.
Yes.
She sends me back the angry face emoji. Men are gonna figure this out. Brothers are not dealing with this shit no more. Again, so you can have a sexual revolution. Getting back to the video, we can have the sexual revolution. You can go do whatever the fuck you want, but then turn around, want somebody to marry you, do his manly duties, and because you then wash some dishes today, now all of a sudden you got a headache at night or maybe tomorrow. Like that's a fear I have, bro. Like I have such a big fear of getting with a woman, either being in a committed relationship, or it was either getting in a committed relationship or marriage and having to plan sex night. I am terrified of that shit. Like Tuesday night is sex night. Like
that should be trash.
I can't imagine we have to schedule time to sleep with each other. That scares the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Ooh, it's Thursday. You know what today is? This is Taco Tuesday. Like, what the fuck?
This is my taco a different way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What would be a reason for it to come to the level of scheduling?
I had mentioned that shit before. Like people talk about marriage all the time, but nobody really wants to talk about what goes into it. Right. I think I had asked, I was like, when's the last time I was just making a general statement, like when the last time these guys you held your wife's hand? Because you got to get up in the morning, get the kids ready for school, take them to school, pick them up from school, drop them off for practice, pick them up for practice, make sure they do their homework. Both of y'all been at work all day. Maybe you've been at work all day. She's been home, whatever y'all dynamics is, but you're not together. You're not together. And most people
making time for each other.
Yeah, just as simple as that. I use sex. Like I think one of BT's homeboys, he was telling me about him and his wife. Thursday is their Chick-fil-A day. I don't know why it's their day, but Thursday, I don't know if they met at Chick-fil-A or whatever the fuck, but that's their thing. They set that time aside to. And I also said take sex completely off the table.
Right.
When the last time you've a lot of guys been intimate with their wife? Because intimacy doesn't necessarily mean sex.
Correct.
Y'all haven't held hands. Y'all ain't been out to dinner. It's just y'all two. Y'all haven't taken a walk in the park.
Yeah.
But you're going through this.
Quick question. like affectionate person?
I am.
Okay.
I always have been. Like I tell them like I'm gonna pinch your ass in public. I'm that guy. I'm gonna stand behind you. I'm cool with holding hands, rub them damn nails across this bald ass head. Like, bitch, do something. This why I remember you and Miss were having y'all freak pod or whatever. Y'all talking about that shit one night, and I was in the chat and I was like, I like hands. Yes, I prefer a hand job over head. Like I meant that shit, bro.
I was fucking toast on that shit.
Dog.
What?
I like to touch. I've always been that guy. So for like a lot of this sexual revolution now, the women have, my opinion, they have changed. Where they always had this theory of the guy just humping on them 4 times and then he's done. And it's all about satisfying your man or whatever. A lot of these chicks just know how to lay on their back and bend over. So anything intimate, like the whole 90s R&B playing in the background, it don't necessarily got to be that deep in lingerie or all the time, but they'll sell men on the fantasy that that's what they want, but they really be wanting to get slutted out.
That, you know what? Those two things aren't exclusively mutually opposed, right?
Yeah.
She will, because remember, she still has to sell the dream.
Yeah.
So she figures out that you like the lingerie and you like the red wine. Remember, at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah.
So she'll lay it on. You smell me?
Yeah.
But is it? I think at the end of the day we argue about the genuine hearts of people doing things for you. That's what I argue all the time. Like, if you fuck with me, just be genuine with me.
Yeah.
Like, you don't gotta put me on nil, dog. You know who I am. I'm not affectionate. I'm not a outdoorsy person where we walk around holding hands and motherfucking boo loving in the park. I'm not that type of person. G. I'm BT. Good night, my G. Peace, all prosperity. Take care. See you soon, my boy.
Salute, BT.
I'm not that type of person. That doesn't mean I'm flawed. That just means that's not how.
That's not your thing.
My psyche doesn't work that way. So when you figure out my psyche, I try to figure out your psyche, and we was talking about this thing. I think it was with Red and them. How we expose each other to our emotional psyche and our mental psyches when we're trying to bond with each other, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to learn each other and get down this path. And one person is saying, I've been like this my whole life. And one person is like, I've been like this my whole life. And the person is like, well, is there a middle ground? Right?
Yeah.
Could we find a middle ground? So I think when people have that mindset, have middle ground where they could meet each other at, things could absolutely tend to kind of like move and work. Because then what you're saying is, I'm committed to trying to see. I'm committed to trying to put duty and responsibility. I'm committed to saying, well, my care for you is that you also have enjoyment inside of this pair bonding thing with me.
Yeah.
Those things go to me. Those things go a long fucking way, right?
Effort.
Thank
you. Yep.
Genuine effort.
Yeah.
You don't put on the lingerie in the color I like and walk across the ceiling, right? Because I like that type of shit.
Yeah.
You do it because you genuinely know that I like it. You don't do it knowing that I like it because you about to go swipe my fucking card for 3 bands.
Yeah.
Genuine shit, bro.
Genuine. Yeah.
Genuine, pure, like real love. Just I fuck with you type of shit. Just like if I equate it too. I tend to play it, and I think you brought it up earlier on when you mentioned look at how your people relationships work,
Yeah.
and your relationships work, and you kind of see the mindsets of it, and you flip the coin on it, right? So when I flip the coin, I say, well, my dog know that I genuinely love you, my dog. Like, what's up? Do we need to? You feel me? Do we?
Yeah.
Do we need to go out? Do we need to leave the phones in the refrigerator? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whose car are we taking?
Do we need to have this fucking? Do we really need to go have a dark conversation? And that's fine, completely fine. You're my dog. I genuinely love you. Not I give you the best advice, but I'm gonna ride with you.
Yeah.
Those type of things are the real interpersonal relationship fibers, not the glamour and glitz and us sitting
No.
outside the club taking photos.
The performative stuff.
That's his fucking ass, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking ass. It would never be fucking the real fiber of anything. Straight. Never. And I think that's what you're alluding to when you say you are affectionate. Because if somebody's willing to display their affection for you in public, I mean it's automatic in private.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing a psychological analyst on you or anything. I'm just thinking.
No. That's right. I'm the same. I'm the same way at home.
I'm thinking to the
Like,
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. I like, but I ran into so many women again, like most of us have. Like you say, a fucking whore, or like it was a video I think I had posted. This chick was like, most women fuck for money. Like she was breaking it down. She was like, and if you're not fucking for money, then that just makes you a slut. So like either way, which way you going?
You heard the one that said so pretty much the same thing, but it's like wives are just married whores or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
And I don't see that concept like that.
But
it's
I've said it. I've said it. Not because I view marriage sacred. I genuinely believe in that. But I tell guys all the time, we all pay for it.
For sure.
Financially, whatever. Like I say it all the time. I've had to tell guys before, like, bro, you live on that side of town because that's where your wife wanted to live at. You bought that house because that's what your wife wanted because
sure.
because they got good schools over here.
Right.
A lot of men now in this day and age, you're making adjustments to your life based off what she wants, not just for herself, but what she wants for her children. You live on that side of town. You bought that size house. You moved in that certain district. You made sure the kids go to the private school. We all pay for it. Like I was some married guys got mad at me. They were trying to school red pill Kofor. Like, man, you just got to pay for it. And if nigga got to pay for it, he must be a lame. And I was like, bro, what the fuck you call a mortgage?
But you're gonna pay for it either way.
Either way.
Either way, you're gonna pay for it.
Before, during,
and
we know you pay for it after.
And if we're talking about blood raw to the marrow, you're gonna pay for it.
Yep.
Regardless of how the fuck everybody want to look at it, we go blood raw, straight to the marrow. You're paying for it. Straight.
Yep. And that goes back to what we were talking about before. The whole, people say, Misandry, sticking with the topic tonight, but fathers are supposed to pay for their daughter's wedding.
It's true.
That's his last gesture as a father before he gives her away, walks her down the aisle and gives her to another man. But all the traditionalism, all that shit is out the way. Now we got women that don't want to get married, but they want a big wedding. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that concept, as strong, as powerful, as true as it is, it's lost in the ether for some reason. That bitches a bitch that want the fucking title of wife, but have no wife inclination in her to be kept inside of a fucking house.
They want to be married. They don't want to be wives. That's why,
That's
again, the video you got, this whole sexual revolution. I can do what I want. Again, you look back in the late 90s, early 2000s, all these women conferences, and ladies, you can have it all.
Yep. Yes.
People forget what the word all mean. Ladies, you can have the husband, you can have the family, you can have the career, the car. They sold these women on that, and they bought it, and they're still buying it. And it's gotten even worse because now it's just like, well, I'm happy single. Sometimes I just want to fuck too. Men have been doing it forever and a day.
This is new.
That, and third. But they're looking at the worst traits of men. And then the brothers that do want to get married or have gotten married catch all the fucking smoke. And then when they walk away, oh, he's just like the rest of them. Or he couldn't handle my individuality. He couldn't handle this. He wasn't strong enough.
Yeah. It's every other reason because there's no accountability, like we said. It's taught from young, right?
Yeah.
I think it's this. When all you have to fucking actually offer is your fucking box, that's most likely fucking mediocre, then that's the only factor you could judge somebody else on. Or that's the only thing you could ask somebody else for, right?
Yeah.
You can't tell someone you can in your braggadocious entitlement. When it all comes down to it, he paid the $300 for Root Chris, right?
Yeah.
So now your face is slammed against the window. You overlooking on the alleyway because he didn't take you to the high rise. He took you to the alleyway. So now you're looking at people smoke fentanyl in the alleyway while getting your frame knocked. But then you're satisfied though. You got food. You got a new bed to sleep in. And you got some pipe sludge inside of you. But that is supposed to be okay. And that's supposed to be the height of who the fuck you are. That's why I keep saying, bro. I don't use the word woman lightly. When I say woman, I mean woman.
Yeah.
I categorize them woman, bitch, and fucking cunt. That's my three categories.
Yeah.
A cunt you cannot fucking save. A cunt you can't save, don't even try.
No, that's the attitude, the entitlement,
all
the negatives. And some women are proud of that.
That's the precinct.
Yeah, and it's sad we're at this point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But we're at this point.
For sure. So then come back to what you said earlier. When you said, fucking get your passport and slide out and do your thing, right?
Yeah.
Now it's an uproar because nobody wants to deal with your fucking shit. And I'm going to say it one more fucking time. When it comes to the desirability scale between black men and black women, think to see who the fuck is winning. Just that fucking simple. Y'all want to beef? Y'all want to argue? Y'all want to fucking lie? Talk shit? Kick niggas' backs in? Become passport girls? Do what the... I'm a proponent to do what the fuck you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, do what I would. Dog, if you tell me to light the wick to your rocket because you think you can fly to the moon, I'm going to light the wick to it. I'm going to light that fucking wick and let it be what it is. But don't expect me to deal with the consequence of your fucking action.
Exactly.
Don't expect me to put on myself, like, don't expect me to Game of Thrones and get on my horse, my valiant horse, and ride into battle like Braveheart. Not happening.
No.
Not happening, G. But now when they look at the scale, now the reality is going to set it. Black men still have a high level of desirability in the fucking market.
Oh, globally. We do, and then it's a lot of brothers
globally.
in the manosphere space. All the guys that say they don't want, it's a lot of guys that are now getting this mentality. I'm telling you, it's a lot of brothers, you know, call them plantation bros. They're gonna stay here. They don't want to go nowhere. They man, I got that in Atlanta, man. I got that in Memphis. I got that in Houston. I can this, that, and the third. Shit, I want to fuck with a land chair. I just take my ass to Miami. They're not gonna leave. Anybody with an earshot of my voice and brothers out there not gonna leave.
Good for them.
Then you have brothers who just don't know any better. These concepts are new to them in this 5-year span, and everybody's saying these conversations are taking over and take everybody microphones, and I hate they started podcasts. Oh my God, all that stuff. These conversations are still new. I'm meeting brothers every other day, whether it's online, you know, in the class I'm taking, and they're scratching their head like, almost like, damn, I can do this. I'm allowed to leave. Black women are going to allow me to leave. Black people are going to allow me to leave. It's doing something for themselves is so fucking far-fetched. And this brings the conversation back full circle. The girls are told they can do whatever they want. The boys are told, this is how you be a man. Don't deviate. Make sure she's happy. Happy wife, happy life. Take care of your family.
There you go.
At the same time, women are told, well, she did her part. She's a mother. She's doing the best she can. We don't care about struggling. This is why we have these, you know, mess have been killing their ass with the EBT and the SNAP and the evictions and, you know, all that stuff. They talk this shit at the dinner table. They talk this shit online, and then things go left and they look for somebody to save them. And more men are really getting this concept. Oh shit, I don't have to be a white knight. I'm gonna say this the way that I've said it before. I'm never gonna mistreat you. Bitch, you need to understand, I don't have to treat you at all. I don't have to have anything to do with you. So if I do something and there's any stitch of a lack of appreciation, I'm out. It'll never happen again. I'm not gonna go out of my way. I don't gotta go upside your head or take the box or, you know, just be calling you out your name just all willy-nilly, but I don't have to deal with you at all. And I think that's something that women are struggling with. So many guys have accepted it, and then there's so many guys that are thirsty that are chasing them. And now more and more men are walking away. That passport is a motherfucker. I don't think people are really taking it serious yet. I really want to see what these numbers are in the next 2 to 3 years.
Because I think we both admitted to it earlier. If I can find a good woman around the corner, I'm gonna fuck with her. Regardless if I know how culture is in the Western world. If I can find me a good one around the corner, I'm gonna invest into it at least.
Yeah.
They don't see they looking at it as this is where the best of the best reside. But it's not. I've been to Asia, dog.
Yeah.
I've spent so much time in fucking Asia, dog. My mail should have been sent to them. And I've had a fucking I'm talking about sweet. I've never seen woman this fucking sweet my whole life. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Sweet, kind, and just fucking caring.
Yeah.
Like, dog, like, food is there. I didn't even ask for it.
Yeah. I don't know if you follow Zoom to Thailand. You know what I'm talking about?
Zoom. I know Zoom.
Yeah.
Richie G.
Richie Mac.
Richie Mac. That's who it was.
Yeah. He had just put out a video and he was showing his girl, she was cleaning his toes. She was giving him a pedicure. She was like, your nails dirty. And he was like, y'all, I did not ask her to do this. She literally walked in the room while I was in here. Yeah.
Dog.
Just like we get up and go to work.
Whole different world, son. Whole different world.
And see, I gotta go. I gotta put that. That's, I mean, it's on the list anyway, but I gotta go.
But if we just talking sense, right?
Mhm.
Why would I sit here and deal with being treated sub fucking par? Not just by you, but by the institutions that I fucking built that lean towards you and disregards me as
Yep.
a fucking human being majority of that time. Fuck you. When I could simply leave this bitch, right? And go settle down.
Exactly. Especially for brothers that have the option. And like I said, more and more brothers are even finding out they have the option. What's going on, Cases? Brothers are finding out they have the option and now are starting to work toward it, or they didn't even realize they were in a position to go ahead and do it. Again, I've talked to brothers in that space, and they're like, I didn't even think about it till I saw this YouTube video, and I was asking, what you think about that? I'm, we just have genuine conversation. They're like,
Yeah.
Next time I see him, bro, I just got back from DR. I just got back from here. Because he took that, because again, he didn't know that, especially in our community, he didn't know he was allowed to, that was a thing. And it's crazy as many sisters have been going to Jamaica getting their back beat in.
Blown.
For however long.
They perused the whole archipelago of the West Indies.
Yeah, bro. Got my boy, you fuck with Drew Titan, right? Painful Excellence. I don't know if you know him.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, but he kind of
Give me the link.
Yeah, I will. He in the family too, so I found him through BT, and me and him chopped it up. I've known him through YouTube for years. I missed him when I was in New York a couple years ago, well, last year. But I think he in the Bronx, and he was saying how long when the bamboo rap video came out, he was like, bro, that's nothing. He's like, this shit been going on. He's like, I grew up with Jamaican cats. He was like, these motherfuckers would go home for the summer. He was like, bro, we 14, 15. Everybody coming back school talking about what they did for the summer. And bro talking about, I was stretching out poom poom all something like, went home, made that quick bread. He was like, bro, we like 14, 15 years old.
They started off with white women, right?
Huh?
This is a white woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the sisters been going down there too. The sisters quiet as kept. But they'll go.
No. They started going down there, but this white woman.
Oh yeah.
Been sliding through.
Oh yeah. I know the white women been going. They do the same thing in like South Africa.
What was the big one? St. Shells was the big one in Africa. I think it was St. Shells was the big one in Africa.
Something like that.
The most it's St. Shells.
Yeah, but the fact is they've been going. Black men are late to the party. That's why I always inject the passport to it, bro. Like we behind the curve. Go enjoy yourself. I know 4 brothers again that have gotten divorced in like the last 9 months. All of them were married well over 10 years. All of them had children in the marriage.
Yeah.
Good brothers. Like the type of brothers that was on the Will Smith look at my wife shit that when he had his hands out, look at like on that type of shit. So I doubt at any moment in time them brothers was unfaithful to them women. All of them are divorced now. So I try to tell them, bro, get the passport before you get back in another relationship in the States. Before you get the passport, because these conversations, I know this sounds like British television, the scene you got on right now, but it's the same Western mind state. Even though Europe is in the East, it's still a Western mind state.
The Western fucking mind.
These women are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to go explore. And I've known too many brothers that leave a divorce or marriage, get right back in a marriage. Get divorced, leave a relationship, and either turn right back around and get married or go right back to a relationship. Because a lot of brothers, that's where we got to get our shit together. A lot of men don't know themselves, so they don't like themselves. They don't like themselves, but they don't spend enough time with themselves.
They would never grown in a certain tundra, bro.
No, it goes back to what you talked to earlier about go get married. Well, you go to school,
Yeah.
get the job. You know, these steps are, that's why I always use it as what I use to frame the checklist. Okay, I check that block. Okay, now I check this block. And then, you know, now go get married, have kids, start a family. Oh, it didn't work out. Well, you're not the first. You're not going to be the last. Figure it out. They hate the idea that brothers are actually like, you know what? I'm just opting out.
Yeah. For sure. It's this thing, bro. It's this thing. Black women really do feel like black men belong to them. Right?
Yeah.
But black men don't feel like black women belong to them.
We're not supposed to say that. That's archaic. That's misogynistic. I don't belong to anybody. You can't say that. That's abusive. That's why black men.
When the whole world functions in tribal thought. Think about how tribal thought works. Tribal means environment.
Yep.
It means culture, heritage. Black women still believe some way, somehow in their mind, they could treat black men how the fuck they want to, how they want to, when they want to, if they want to, and black men supposed to sit there and fucking take it.
And still come home
Black-
like a dog.
And like a fucking mongrel fucking dog. But then black men sit here and they see how they're fucking treated. And they're saying, I get it. So you wanted us to not get it at the end of the day? So then you could continue your fucking abuse and your bad fucking behavior.
Yeah.
Got it. You didn't want to give the slave the information for their freedom. But now that they have the information, now they revolutionized. And they came together, and now we're talking. We're passing papers.
Yeah.
In the field. And now we sliding.
It's all, yeah. Leaving the planet. It's like, oh shit. Like, oh, they don't learn how to read. That's basically what it comes to. Like, oh shit, they know they can read.
They done read. They read it now.
I saw that, Def. I saw that, Reaper. I was gonna talk about that too. They're probably gonna be next week.
The crazy part about it is, dog, deep down inside of us, simply because our mother is a black woman, we have never hated them.
Nope. Nope. I said we are
when they turn on that Instagram, when they turn on the Instagram, they the victims of us.
Yeah,
man. I tell you what, it's gonna be so many motherfuckers that just leave out this bitch. You're gonna have to find a new fucking scapegoat for your bullshit.
Good luck to them on that. But I said that too about the mother part. Black men, we are so trained. We're not used to correcting black women because we're raised by black women. I can't talk back to my grandma. I can't say anything to my mother. Again, like we talked about earlier, you better not hit your sister back. The teacher's more than likely a woman. So it's not even just black, it's just women, period. Men across the board, we are taught you cannot correct a woman. So any type of correction, you're wrong. Oh, so I'm lying. You hate women. This is why they add everything in there. You hate women. You hate black women. You must hate your mother.
Right.
Because we tried to
you are my.
Yeah.
That's a crazy correlation, isn't it?
We tried to correct your whorish behavior, and then they go on this whole treasure trope of you hate all women. Because black men are told we cannot correct them. Men, period. Culturally is different, but especially in the black community, I'm not I'm not gonna say get smart with my grandma because I want her to bake my favorite cake. I can't say anything to my mama because I want to go outside and play with my friends. I don't want my ass whooped. Again, you better not hit your sister back. If the girl is the oldest, that's your mama while mama's gone.
Train.
So you better do what we're trained, bro.
Train.
This is why this shit making people head pop off their shoulders with so many men in this space.
That's gynocracy, bro.
Yep.
Training a fucking gynocracy regime.
And a lot of brothers are struggling. It's a brother I know. We've talked Passport Bro Talk, and he comes up with every, I ain't gonna say excuse, but he asks a shitload of questions. But what if this happens? What if that happens? What's that? Like he's trying to find a way to not move around. Well, do they like black people? Can you the same questions, the same things we're told from the women are the same questions he's asking. When I tell you this shit gets deep, bro, it is deep, even in this quote unquote men-centric space. It's wild. You want to carry on the conversation Sunday or Monday?
Yeah, for sure. Let's close out this one with this crazy looking white girl. Then
I gotta get ready for the job tomorrow. I don't know what all it entails tomorrow. Coming back after a month and a half.
It's gonna be, you already know what it's gonna be, dog.
I know I don't have to do much. I just don't know how much bullshit I might have to listen to.
It's gonna be hella bullshit. Let's close it out. We got like 3 minutes left. We close out, then we do close outs, and then we're done.
All right, cool.
A narrative, an historical narrative, which is normally interpreted as being straightforwardly a good thing, I want to say, look, there are some trade-offs here which we need to talk about. The thing that happens at the same time as the material revolution is also the ideological one. So it's the revolutionary ideas coming out of academia, in particular in the 1960s, places like France in particular, where all of a sudden kind of everything is up for subversion, and where the reaction against traditionalism is this new crusade adopted by intellectuals across the West, and ties in perfectly with the new opportunities presented by the pill and so forth. So I think it's worth remembering that the reason that it is not unique historically, that kind of intellectual moment of that feeling of revolution, that's by no means confined only to the 1960s. There does tend to be, as you look historically, a sort of roller coaster between periods of sexual, periods of prudishness and periods of licentiousness do tend to kind of come in waves. You have the Randy Georgians, followed by the prudish Victorians, followed by, and there have always been examples of aristocrats in particular behaving in very modern ways, sexually. There have always been those examples of this. But what's really unique about the sexual revolution of the 60s is that it stuck. It wasn't just confined to a few eccentric elite people. It wasn't just confined to intellectual circles. It became hegemonic. I mean, now questioning the sexual revolution is considered to be a crazy thing to do. And I think that's because it was backed up by the pill. It's because it became possible to basically sever sex from reproduction for the first time ever. So now it's, to even recall the fact that actually in most times and places, sex is probably the most consequential thing a woman can do in terms of the chance of pregnancy and the effect of her life. That's for many young women now is unimaginable. But for 99% plus of our species history, that would have been common sense.
That was heavy.
Simple as fuck, though, ain't it?
And it's simple and heavy, bro. Simple and profound.
Simple as fuck. This is another video I'm gonna keep. This is another one I'm gonna keep inside the vault, simply because of its the potency. You dig it?
Yeah, the way she landed it. This is the first time in our history you can detach sex from pregnancy.
So that opens up the gate to secrecy and being fucking poor.
What do we say at the beginning of the show? I can do whatever I want.
Well, I do whatever I want.
Whatever.
Not only that, there's no repercussions. Bro.
Exactly.
You realize now we see more females actually reaping the fucking consequences.
They don't see it though, because those numbers are wrong. If you're talking STIs, STDs, reproductive issues, because they never want to talk about that after they had a AB. They never want to talk about not being able to carry a full-term pregnancy ever again.
That's a real.
The chemicals they put in their body, from the birth controls, the Plan Bs, and everybody doesn't have the same reaction, but it's enough women out here, i.e. take a Kendra G. She had her AB back in college, whatever she talked about or whatever. But as women that are listening to her, because she has such a big platform, they don't think it's an issue. Because women, I've met women that talked about having ABs like it wasn't nothing. Like, shit, I just had one a couple months ago. I was sick a couple days.
Easy day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a Tuesday.
I got my coffee. I went to the clinic. They give me the rip and dump. I gotta find a new term for the AB. But
yeah, baby deletion, the vet, and it's crazy because I don't know. Might need to do a live on that, because people just say it like it's a thing. Like you do realize they chop the baby up inside you, and like they're using a vacuum with blades.
Dog.
Like, this is insanity. Like, people will always go to physically abusive men, a rapist, but they never talk about the evil mind state that some of these women are in. And I try not to diminish grape, but you lived, you survived, you can go get some heavy mental help and get past that. We never talk about the guys that are deleted behind a woman's word, the guys whose lives are graped away through the legal system behind a lie.
If you was taking advantage of SA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Completely agree. If you had a mistake, fair enough. I get it. But this can't be a primary source of BC.
Yeah.
It's a thing that exists. Got it. The Plan B, yeah, all them shits, bro. Reaper, all them shit. And Reaper's into medicine. He's in the medical field. So yeah.
Okay.
3 stars in the medical field. So for sure.
Yeah.
There are certain pockets where even God himself will say, got it.
Yeah.
God himself will say.
I see what type of time you on. You don't want to have no babies? Cool. I got you.
You was SA'd. Gotta say, makes sense. You really had a bad day. Slip up. Sure, maybe.
You see that clip of that AB doctor that was talking about all the ABs he performed? Yeah, he had performed a lot. He had performed a lot of ABs over his time. And he was like, out of all the ones, I'm talking hundreds. I gotta find that clip.
Yeah.
He said maybe one, maybe two, and two is a stretch.
Was official essays.
Was either an essay or incest.
I saw that stat in that doc. So that makes sense.
Like the percent,
I didn't see the video, but I saw that doc.
Like what I was saying about the abuse and all that, and they just say 100,000 women and this, that, I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
One day me and my homeboy sat out there, we was like, okay, so it's 100,000, which is horrible, that's not good. But let's take the population of women, the estimated population of women in the States. Yeah. We sat up there and did the math, bro. That made up 0.00073, like less than a percentage of a percent, like less than a percentage of a percentage, bro, of women.
It's not even a half, though.
No, it was less than 1%. It wasn't like 0.9. It was, I remember it was like 3 zeros and then some numbers after it, of the total women in the United States. Just playing with numbers. I'm not saying I'm a mathematician. I don't do math in public, but just sitting around smoking with the boys and like having these type of conversations, like, what the hell? Peace, brother Mike.
M love. What up, G? He said, is Roomba. Yo, you know what? I'm Jack. She got a Roomba.
Who was that?
Because the Roomba scraped the floor. Is that what you're talking about? The Roomba that scrubbed the floor, G?
Is that what that thing called?
It's two. It was like two of them. It was like one was like an iRobot, and then the other one was like a Roomba.
Oh damn!
They both the same thing. I think one of them you can actually see like the thing spinning.
Yeah,
it was on TV. Like one of them you could see the thing spinning. Yeah, the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Okay, I'm tracking. I tracked it. That was a Roomba. Bitch got a. Say bitch got a Roomba. All right, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah. You got that with it. But it's horrible, bro.
Bitch got a Roomba. But yeah, G, it's and the crazy part about it is they can't comprehend how serious men think about their fucking seed.
Yep.
That, you know what? I'm gonna put that in a body bag. That's something we're gonna smoke out because you got one of the wildest stories I've heard ever.
With my son?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Let's put it in a body bag and let's put that on the next show menu.
All right, bet. All right.
Sounds good?
Yeah. We'll chop it up, tomorrow or over the weekend or whatever, and figure out another time next week.
We're gonna build it. Absolutely, G. Absolutely. Yo, do your closeouts, G. Then it's up.
Peace, Kofa, Grow Talk Entertainment. Wake your ugly ass up or take your ugly ass to bed like I'm getting ready to do. I got to work tomorrow. Appreciate everybody following through. Y'all can follow me at Grow Talk with Kofi. You see it there on the screen for anybody watching the replay. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. Y'all been in these YouTube streets long enough. I'm gonna leave you like I leave you on my channel. I love you. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. I appreciate you having me on, Trin. We're gonna chop it up in the background, bro, and we'll figure out, the timing for the next show. I'm definitely down to do it next week.
Absolutely. Easy. We work at the mechanics in the time. Easy.
Yeah.
This shit was so fluid, dog.
Yeah, we were just up
When
there chopping. I ain't have a cigar in my hand.
Yeah, I clocked it at one time, and then I'm looking at the 250. You feel me?
Yeah.
So this shit is this is gonna be a thing. You smell me? I like.
I'm down.
We found something. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down, bro. I'm down. Go back and watch that Game of Thrones, dog.
On the gang, bro.
Go ahead and watch it. Watch the first couple episodes. You be like, damn. So whose son is that? Like, on that shit now. I'm on that shit.
I was so fucked up. I thought Buddy was Buddy's son and all this other shit. You like, no, that's not his son. That dude's a fucking bastard. I'm like, fuck. The only bastard I was counting for was Buddy that went to the
wall.
Iceland, the wall. That's the only one I was counting for.
So I'm gonna give you this spoiler. You said you're gonna watch it anyway.
I'm still watching. It doesn't bother me.
So he's considered to be Ned's bastard, right?
Yeah.
That's actually his nephew. They get into it more in season 2, and they really hash it out in further seasons. I want to say like maybe 4 or 5. They drop Easter eggs all throughout, but everybody in there, nobody really knows the truth about him except for, well, Ned knew. Ned lied. He knew that wasn't his son. He knew that was his nephew.
From his brother or his sister?
His sister. He had a sister. But his homeboy, the king that died in the war they were fighting, that died afterward, his sister got kidnapped during that war. But the people that they were at war with, she fell in love with one of the guys on the other side. They got married secretly. His homeboy that was the king, him and the sister were supposed to get married. They were in love, but she fell in love with the other dude on the other side. They got married secretly. That's how she got pregnant. But when they were gone from war for so long, she died in childbirth and was like, promise me you'll take care of him. And that's when he came back from when the war was over, and he just lied to his wife and was like, because he didn't want nobody to know that he had the other side's blood, like go back to what we were talking about, the blood. He didn't want them to know that he was actually this other guy's child, because they would have offed him, because that's the war you just came back from. What you bringing this man baby back for? So he lied and was like, it was a drunken night, we had some downtime. I was at a brothel. Sorry, but I had to bring my son back. So he grew up the whole time thinking he was his son. But it's actually that was actually his uncle.
The more you keep telling me this shit, is the more I think I have to watch it to completely put my theory out there.
Yeah.
But you are making this shit more solidified. Like for real.
So that's how they ended up winning the war. The dude that she secretly married behind his homeboy's back, his homeboy ended up killing that dude that was on the other side.
Right.
They were fighting with. So he kills that motherfucker. The girl dies in childbirth. So now the baby ain't got nobody but Ned.
Oh shit.
So because that was his homeboy, like even the king was like, he told me like, man, promise me you ain't gonna say shit. No, that's not what happened. He told him that was his son too. So he lied to his homeboy too. Because he knew he would have killed him.
Yeah, because Ned was holding his sister down.
Yeah. She promised, she was like, take care of him, don't let anything happen to him.
Yeah.
So he lied to everybody. He lied to his homeboy. He just came back with a baby. And he told his homeboy.
I'm definitely about to watch this shit.
Yeah, you got to watch that shit. They get into it. There's bits and pieces here and there. It's long, like stretches in between. And then it's like, boom. And even him, he's finding out like, My whole life is a lie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he's there and he's just figuring it out the whole time.
Yeah, like more and more people are giving him like little bits and pieces too.
So why he's in the wall?
He doesn't know. He really thinks he's Ned's bastard because he doesn't have his last name.
But he leaves the wall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He ends up leaving the wall, but he doesn't
going up there and then having like a beef.
Yeah.
And then him saying he wants to leave.
He ends up leaving, but he also ends up coming back. Yeah, he ends up coming back because his brother's at war. So he's coming back to help his brother.
Yo,
it's
okay,
like
I gotta go. Yeah, okay. All right.
From season 1 when he gets to the wall to like season 4 is the time that he gets back and finds out all the fucked up shit that's been going on. Because he ain't supposed to have no contact with nobody while they're at the wall. That's like their prison sentence. They send the rapists there, they send thieves there, they send, they give guys the option whether we hang you or we send you to the wall to defend the wall. So it's almost like a prison.
I thought he volunteered to go to the wall.
He did, but
okay.
Yeah. Men could go there too. Like, I ain't got no family, I ain't got shit going on. Fuck it, I'll go be part of because it's still seen as, okay, you just fucked up guy, but now you go to the wall, you're a member of the Night's Watch, so you have some respect as a man.
Your warrior status
brother. Yeah, exactly.
You become a warrior. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So between season 1,
you're
protecting the realm. So between season 1 to season 4, he's back and forth from the wall to the other side, back into the main part of the country. And that's when he finds out so much shit done happened.
That day my head gonna explode, bro.
Bro, when all this shit start coming out on the show, you be like, damn, I forgot about that. Damn, I forgot about shit. Yeah.
I think my head gonna explode. Now, because it's been so long, I really do think I gotta start at the first episode, though.
Yeah, bro. If it's been a while, start at the first episode.
It's been dummy years.
And because you'll be like, okay, I remember this one part. Oh shit, I thought, and what you thought you remembered is probably what you remembered anymore. If it's been that long, you gotta go back and watch that shit, bro.
It's under me. You know what? You're the only person that convinced me to go back and watch it.
Bro, it's so many layers. Like, it's another dude.
I've heard of many motherfuckers be like, yo, go watch it. Like, man, fuck that shit. You're the first person that convinced me to go back and watch it simply because the gravitation, like how you brought it up, it's something I'm also looking at. It's something I saw, but I didn't have no grounding to it. But you making it, you be putting the pieces together, and I think by the time I watch it, I'll be able to put the whole ideology together, and I'll be able to shoot the podcast
because there's so many different characters. The world is so big. It's so all the houses have their way of doing things, but everybody. That's why it's called Game of Thrones. Everybody fighting for that one throne, and it's so secretive. And some people are out in the open with it, and
boom, that's it. All right, I'm watching it. That was it. That was it. That was the one thing that stuck in my brain. Somebody's fighting for the monster control of something.
Yeah, it's the king of the 7 kingdoms. So you got all these lords, and they're lords. They're not kings. They just run their shit how they run their shit in their area. But the main part, that Iron Throne, that's the king of the kings. That's the motherfucker.
One who runs okay.
Everybody got it. They're the king of the 7 kingdoms. Everybody got to buy they need in it. That's why they fighting. Everybody want to sit on. Well, not everybody, but certain people want to sit on that throne and use other people. It's so many dots to connect, and then there's motherfuckers that don't want the throne. They still get caught up in the shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm gonna cut out, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in the chat again.
Within the next 2 weeks, we're gonna talk about you and your fucking ramming and your fucking flowing and your fucking rap. You're no, you're not escaping that one. That's happening.
All right, bet.
My G. Yo, we had a beautiful night tonight. It was me hanging out with the motherfucking G. What they call wrote over Ofa, my man, 100 grand pound for pound. And this wasn't a planned thing. All I did was I planned the video. That was it. I didn't plan any conversation. There was no long conversation about it, but that's how You know things are in sync, right? And that's how you know things are what we say in a ball form. A ball will move at any time. A ball will move with very, very, very little motion upon it. So this is how you know things are true and to the purpose and to the point. Take care of yourself so you can take care of the people that surround you. Love yourself so you can love the people that surround you. This thing that we do here, living life, it's not a fucking sprint. It's always been a marathon. Train today, like the marathon is tomorrow. When you're ready, you never got to get ready. Y'all know it's a love thing from FDNHT. He and I is him. I'm Granny's baby, but I'm the replica of my great. Yo,